They are full-blown 1,000.
LT's Trash is presented by Bud Light.
Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. My sabbatical is over, fellas.
Oh, we're there?
Yeah.
Bama and Bourbon coming up in just a few
Bama and
moments.
Bourbon in about 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes, and I will pour my first cocktail. But looking forward to enjoy some Bud Light, watching some Combine and some college basketball this weekend. Want to ask you guys randomly, we were at dinner with friends last night, and last Friday morning, I got up and was flipping around, and Netflix, the first thing that popped up was Eric Dane in his last moments. It is a special that he pre-recorded before he died. I don't know if you guys know about this, but like I saw it and I was like, that has got to, and you guys know I like depressing things, but I like more fictional depressing things.
Don't know if I can watch that one.
I ain't watching this, but I'm at dinner last night with a couple and with Maddie, and they've all seen it. And they were talking about, oh, it was just so depressing, and I cried my eyes. I'm like, what the hell did you think you were getting into?
Yeah, really. He recorded it right before he died.
I was just wondering if you guys had seen it or wives have seen it or anybody.
I knew it existed. I chose not to watch it.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a big fan of his work. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I don't really know much about him.
I'm surprised you never watched that show.
Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
I did early on.
He was also on Euphoria.
You've seen him, yeah, in Euphoria, but it was a really good role. Really good role for him there in that. But you know me, I don't really worship or chase down or spend a lot of time thinking about actors, their names, and I couldn't have told you his name at all before he passed away.
Yeah, I might have struggled with his name too.
So I saw this go viral yesterday. Very scary situation. Road collapse in Omaha, Nebraska caused a sinkhole that swallowed two vehicles and temporarily shut down traffic in the area after the crash on Tuesday afternoon. Imagine sitting at the red light.
This is insane.
And you feel this weird pull backwards, which is just unnatural.
Yeah, at first you're not going to know what happens.
I mean, what do you think the initial thought is?
Well, my initial thought, I was going to tell you, as soon as that happens, I'm thinking to myself, okay, what has happened? And now, okay, it's a sinkhole. Is it about to give way again, and I'm about to fall to the core of the earth?
That's right.
Yeah, well, you see that truck backing up.
I am out. Yes.
Yeah, that is scary
Yeah,
stuff.
I immediately think my parents used to warn me the earth would open up and swallow me if I did certain things. Maybe they were right.
Yeah. But, I mean, obviously the one on the left, the red car.
Next Round gear all in one place. NextRound.store. From our Next Round hats to the logo tees to the all-time best-selling Y'all Can Have the Rest shirt. You can look your best by shopping with us at NextRound.store. Take the next round anywhere with NextRound.store.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
From driveways to interstates, accidents happen fast. The insurance company's response? Here's our offer. Take it or leave it. Leave it. Call Alexander Chenard Trial Attorneys. Over 250,000 clients. And no, they don't accept lowball offers. They fight, they win. Over $2 billion recovered. Call now for a free consultation. 659-777-7777 or alexwins.law. Physical office location, Birmingham.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the Next Round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
Live show now on a Friday as we get rolling. We're going to start today off with two truths and a lie. How about that?
All right.
Okay, two truths and a lie. You tell me which one is the lie. Food Boat Waffle House on Alabama, Georgia lakes coming soon. AI generated. No, we're not showing them yet. I'm giving them a chance for two truths and a lie here.
I didn't look.
Waffle House on the lake.
Waffle House on the lake.
Yeah, with the boats, the food boats that you see at Logan Martin. Alabama and Georgia lakes. NBA strip club, I believe it's a strip club, Gentlemen's Club night coming up at a location. An AI-generated high school football recruiting tapes.
Yeah,
Which one is two truths and a lie? What's your lie?
The truth is A and C. The lie is B. I don't think the NBA wants to be involved with strip clubs as much as their guys absolutely feast on them and love them. I don't think publicly they would endorse that or embrace it. The Waffle House thing, 1,000%. And then C, I think the AI generation. I mean, where we're going right now with the scoreboards and sponsorships in high school football, I think A and C 100%.
AI generation would indicate that they're not their actual highlights, that they're faking highlights for schools to see.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that is 100% believable there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forget which one I wrote down first, Forrester. Which one? Okay, here we go. This is AI-generated highlights to make yourself look better. And, we were debating, are they really AI-generated or not? And Forrester and Brooks started pointing out yard lines as they start running by certain yard lines. Good little stop and go. He makes everybody misses.
How slow is that defense?
They look awful.
Yeah, but the one coming up here. Okay, now watch. Is this the 20-yard line? 20-yard line here?
Yeah,
okay.
Watch the 20-yard line over here on
30,
the left side. Coming up,
zero.
Or the 0.
Lost the 2.
We left off the 2.
Yeah.
I want y'all to pay attention to how terrible the angles are. This looks like playing on like freshman mode on NCAA football.
Yeah, I mean, the defense is not even trying. The quarterback looks slow, too.
I like the first clip where he throws it just straight up.
Yeah, exactly.
Looked like the old NFL blitz games. The ball's just skyrocketed in the air.
There's an 11-yard line coming up here in a video shortly, too.
Last clip.
So this kid got popped for...
Multiple kids. It's not the
Oh,
same
it's not
kid.
the same one. This is all. It's happening. These coaches
40,
were complaining
50,
about it.
0,
40,
40.
30,
The guy
20,
just tapped out.
The 11-yard line.
How do you not check this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, they're not even close.
I'm with Tyler. That first pass.
Yeah, that's it. It's got some hang time.
Just drops it right in the bread basket.
Yeah. Okay, so now you're a coach. You can't even trust recruiting videos.
I don't know how you can.
Okay, which one's next, Forrester? Another.
So that's legit. All right,
Yeah.
so that was a truth.
That's a truth. Another truth here.
I'm telling you, I got this, Brown.
What is this?
Magic City Monday is coming to the Hawks game, where Orlando. Am I wrong about what Magic City is?
Is that
in Atlanta?
Is that a gentleman's club?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that they're honoring Magic City with specially uniforms at the Hawks Magic game on March the 16th. And every concession will have lemon pepper wings, which apparently this gentleman's club is known for.
Yeah, unless it's just a wing, because I remember Jack Harlow being really involved with Magic City and their wings and stuff. Magic City,
Are
Atlanta.
you sure this
Maybe
is
it's
the real
not a strip
Hawks?
club.
The Hawks sent us out.
I know, but are you sure it's their real Twitter handle?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
gold
hey,
verified.
this
No,
is
I'm
current-
looking at it. I'm
this
looking
is
at it.
currently their pinned tweet
Yep,
on the
yeah.
official Atlanta Hawks
Scott
account.
is right. I'm
Yeah.
looking at it. Yep.
They call Magic City a cultural hotspot. So maybe I'm wrong. I've always thought
Yeah, it
Magic
is
City
strip
was a
club.
gentleman's club.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just a place you can get really good wings.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, I ate at the Cheetah one time when we did a show there, and the food wasn't bad.
The food wasn't bad. And then the lie, I'm being told, though I believe this was the truth one. I believe it still is true, but they're telling me no. Now, I knew the photo was AI generated, but I mean, I knew it wasn't going to look like this.
Right, but
But
Lance was all in on this one.
There are boats that go around Lake Martin that serve hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks.
Now, normally it looks like somebody is just a one-off, somebody that's just going to the store and buying all this stuff. This would be difficult. I don't know what liability would be for Waffle House. I don't know. It's probably difficult enough to get your employees there just to a brick and mortar, but getting them out on the water,
Yeah, I
think liability
like
might be too much.
Like I knew that it wasn't going to be a seating, but I just assumed Waffle House was going to have a boat,
like a pontoon boat
that you pull your boat up to and say, "I need waffle and eggs," and whatever ever.
That doesn't seem like good lake food.
I was
though,
about
does
to
it?
say, I'm with Lance. Waffle House when I'm out on the water, that just doesn't hit.
Yeah.
That waffle could get soggy really
very
quick.
quickly.
Yeah.
Very
hash
quickly.
browns on a boat.
Yeah.
Are we just hooking up a bunch of generators on this thing and
Yeah, you just run the drop cord through the
It
lake.
wouldn't look like that. It would be just a boat, a houseboat.
I
It's
could
got
see
the
something on a
waffle iron.
shore
Yeah.
where like if it was on the shore where you could pull up and dock at the Waffle House.
When I first saw this last night, I thought about our buddy Herb first. I was like, man, I hope this isn't true. Because
I think the landing's going to be fine.
I think
the
it'll
landing
be
will be
all
fine.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
When I was a kid,
Can't drink at Waffle House.
When I was a kid, we used to water ski on the Coosa all the time over in Southside. And there was a Hardee's that had a dock in Gadsden right there. And we would ride up to the dock, go get a bucket of chicken, and eat the chicken on the boat.
Yeah.
I mean,
How stained was that bathing suit on the Coosa?
What's even worse is, how'd you clean your hands? You just dip them in the Coosa and wipe them off. The Coosa was probably dirty.
I used to get drugged to the Tom Bigby. Oh, my gosh.
We were late Lakers back in the day. What was I going to say? It was something off of that, Brownie. Oh, it's my favorite place down on the coast. I don't even know if it still exists or not, but I used to go over, and it was boat access if you wanted it to be, was Tacky Jack's.
Yeah,
and
it still is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, it had the best breakfast.
Now, I don't know
in the
about the
world.
one on Fort Morgan. I don't think it is. The original one.
The original
right there
one.
on that inlet,
Yeah.
Which is only a couple of miles from Floribama. Yeah, it's boat access.
That's where we'd always go, and it was delicious. Now, we'd go by car. We wouldn't always go by boat. But that was always fantastic.
Our buddies at the Floribama have taken us out to Pirates Cove several times.
Oh, that burger's great.
Yeah,
I
it's
still
a
get
really good
texts
burger.
because our stickers are still in the bathroom at Pirates Cove.
Somebody had a sticker in the urinal at one point. I don't know who placed that one. I'm
that
assuming
was me,
you.
Yeah, well, I placed a bunch, but I got one a couple of months ago. Somebody that was
I will randomly get a text from a friend like, I was taking a piss and I saw your sticker there.
That's the bathroom that they look like kegs.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
you've got
it's
them
half a
sitting on
keg.
top of each
Yeah.
urinal there. Apparently, they need more of those type of bathrooms at the Pittsburgh Steelers facility. They got an F in the NFLPA because they only have 5 stalls to take care of business.
I saw this, and you know who got ranked the best is one of the worst organizations. It doesn't make any sense.
The Dolphins?
Yeah.
Lance, it's 2 straight years they've been the best.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
all I can
could
figure
suck
out is
on the field to be a good organization.
they placate to the players. They let them do what they want. There's no structure. There's no discipline, and they're like, hey, I like this, man. I'm getting paid millions of dollars.
Do you think the on-field product reflects that?
Yeah.
I would say.
Coming up in 4 downs, I've got the Miami Dolphins, by the way.
great.
Oh, Dolphins in 4 downs later in the
We'll
show.
get a delay a game.
We'll get to Auburn's big game in Alabama in just a second. Football rules after we tell you about our friends at Kalshi. New rules for college football this year being proposed. Kalshi is getting you ready for a big basketball weekend. LT is going to tell you about Kalshi and how you can take positions on a variety of different things, including basketball this weekend, where there are a lot of big games, including Arkansas and Florida that are up there this weekend. A ton of stuff. Tell us about our friends at Kalshi.
Yeah, I was talking to one of our buddies yesterday who downloaded Kalshi and put in that code TNR. You get $10 when you trade $10, and he is all in on Kalshi. How well-versed he was, showing me what he's been doing with Kalshi the last couple of weeks. Pretty amazing. But look, this is trading using Kalshi now that it is legally available in all 50 states. What makes Kalshi so unique is they're also not only active in all the sports arenas, but also pop culture, such as who's going to win the Oscars, also the political realm as well. Anything you want to get a position on, you can do it, Brown, with our friends at Kalshi.
Yeah, code TNR gets you $10 on your first $10 position. You get a little $10 bonus there from our friends at Kalshi. All you got to do is have a $10 position, so that's easily done when you use code TNR. Games like Alabama at Tennessee. The Vols won 5 straight over the Tide. We're about to talk more about the game, but right now, the public at Kalshi, 61% on Tennessee, 39% on Alabama. I know there's no official point spread. Lance's point spread for this would be?
I would say Tennessee is going to be a 5-point favorite.
5-point favorite. So 61% right now on Tennessee, 39% on Alabama. When eventually there will be, if you go in sports fan mode, a point spread on that game right there at Kalshi, and you can play it at Kalshi.com or on the Kalshi app. Use code TNR for $10 on your first $10 position with our friends at Kalshi.
It sounds weird, but and usually when it comes out of committee, the NCAA Rules Committee gets voted on by the masses, usually gets passed. Cover your skin from the waist down sounds weird, but it is the rule in the NFL as well. And the NCAA Rules Committee for Football is proposing that to get rid of the shorts, the pants that don't cover the knees, they're basically going to the NFL rules, that the leg covering up to wherever the pant ends will have to match. It's not, you can't roll out there and have a red a red sock and a white sock. You can't run out there with a blue sock and a yellow sock.
So the Oklahoma kicker that was wearing booty shorts, that's over. Those days are gone.
He can keep his pants to that height, but there will be a
sock
a
all the way
uniform
up.
sock all the way up to your pants if he wants to go that route.
Can't show skin.
That's right. No skin waist down.
It can't be a Magic City.
It's basically the NFL uniform rule, and I don't want to be the old guy here, but I sort of like it.
No, I like a uniform. I mean, Tate Sandell is the guy we're talking about. Fantastic kicker until we played Bama in the college football playoff. But you wonder how much of a factor that was in this rule getting passed. I agree with you. But what got really unique was you had, people were pissed off about it, a lot of the players, and how much they police this. But you had a universal, cleat rule as well. And then they got away from that. And so I think it looks better when you've got uniform cleats.
Oh, I do too. I think it looks better.
Yeah. But I know with sponsorships and all that kind of stuff.
That's right. I'm willing to give them a little grace on that. And plus, I don't want to be responsible for them to say, listen, I blew out my knee because I wasn't wearing the cleat I wanted. And it may have gotten to that point.
Right.
But anyway, having the sock that matches and has to go up to the bottom of your pants, I'm okay with this rule.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't get wound up. I thought it was funny. The Oklahoma kid looked funny, but it's not like I'm like, oh, my God, I can't watch this game. The Oklahoma kid showing me a bunch of skin. Like, he's a kicker. He's on there 5 plays a game, and I understand why he had his pants pulled up. I mean, it probably gave him a little more freedom in the kicking leg.
The best rule is the targeting rule. It's going to be a 1-year trial with these new rules, but if it gets passed, we'll do it this year. The first targeting, you still get the penalty and the ejection from the game, but you don't have to sit out any part of the next game, even if it happens in the final seconds of the second half.
This makes sense. We talked about it, I think, last week. I mean, it was one of the dumbest rules. You get a targeting, and then even if it carries over to the next season for these guys.
That's right.
One was it the national championship game?
Yeah, Miami had a big DB that wasn't in there for the first half.
Yeah, and by the way, that game comes down to the final possession. Did that make a difference? Who knows? This is the only thing I'll say about this. This is only a step in the right direction, but it for me anyway. But it at least is a step in the right direction. We are loosening these rules a little bit without taking the rule away. We're loosening the punishment, I guess, without taking the rule away. I still think there needs to be tiered here where it doesn't necessarily even lead to an ejection, but I like this step. It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it is a step in the right direction.
But they did sort of water it down a little bit last year where they, where you got the crown. And
they're making it more difficult.
They made the crown smaller.
Yep.
And, the second targeting, you missed the first half. So you get one if you do it a second time.
Not in the same game, or not in the same game in the same season because you've already been ejected.
Throughout the season, So
it's cumulative.
Yeah, you see the officials, they've always got these cards in the pocket.
Right.
So when he starts a game, he'll have Ryan Brown's already been, ejected once, I guess the referee wouldn't need it. The league office.
The league will handle it because he's getting ejected either way.
Yeah.
So
your second one, you missed the first half. If you get a third one, you miss the entire next game.
Okay.
So it's a tiered thing where if you're a chronic targeter, if you target in a chronic fashion,
right.
If you do it all the time, I mean, you could have bad luck and it could happen twice. Yeah. I mean, very few people are going to have bad luck that it happens 3 times, but I guess it could, but you'd miss an entire game at that point.
I'm assuming it's 3 or more, or is there a fourth game? Or is there a fourth penalty?
Did not address a fourth game, but I would imagine it continues to be you're missing a game.
Yeah, I would assume it's a game.
Until the season runs out.
Yeah.
I'm with Brown on this one. I didn't know this didn't already exist. It exists in high school and the NFL, but did not exist in college. The fair catch kick, to where if I catch a fair catch, I can place the ball right there and get a free play to
a free kick.
A free kick.
Yeah.
But you can use a kicking tee to get 3 points to try a field goal.
I feel pretty confident that I watch a little bit of almost every game in the NFL every weekend. And I've seen it one time. And I think I brought this up on the show maybe years ago, months ago. Jay Feely with the Cardinals actually did it against the Rams. I've only seen it one time.
I think I've seen it more than once. I can't swear that I have. I know Scott pointed out where his daughter cheers. Moody did it in the state championship game this past season.
Did they do the drop kick?
What they do? Did they just kick it off a kickoff tee?
They kick it off the kickoff tee.
They kicked it off the tee.
Yeah, but the drop kick is part of this.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever. I think you can punt it. Remember
Doug Flutie did a drop kick?
Yeah, drop kick, extra point. Yeah. Can you not punt it?
I don't know if you can punt it.
I thought it was any kick that's a legal kick is the kick you can use.
Maybe. I don't know.
So anyway, I did not know this was not already in college football. I thought this was at every level of football. Now, I can't.
They actually say to make it more uniform with high school and the NFL, they're wanting to pass this rule.
What a weird rule that college was just like, yeah, we're not going to do that one. Everybody else is doing it, but our game's not going to do that one.
Well, I can tell you probably why we've seen it in high school more is NFL punters are never leaving the ball anywhere where you could do a very successful kick. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. You just kick it out of bounds at that point.
I mean, a punter, a punter is from the 10-yard line, he's still getting it past the 50.
Yeah. Well, this is the time I saw it, the Rams were punting from their own end zone, and I think it was a fair catch at about the 50.
Yeah.
It was one of those are the situations you'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be a very rare situation.
So it was a booming 50-yard kick from the back of the end zone, a quick kick from the NFL.
And it was to end a half.
That's what I was going to say. I would imagine it's the end of the half.
Because
there's no way you would say, Scott's showing the Moody one here.
Yeah, you're not going to give up a possession.
You're not going to give up that field position. So this is such a rare occurrence.
Did he make that?
No, he bombed it.
Oh, yeah. Buried it.
Buried it.
Yeah.
Very jubilant on the sidelines.
Bad conditions, too.
I like that uniform y'all wore, too. Scott's a good-looking uniform.
That's right.
Anyway, I did not know that was in college. Had no idea.
And then the one that probably I don't understand, because this is just going to add to the pick plays, but they are proposing, these still have to be passed, but they usually pass at this point, that offensive pass interference becomes a 10-yard penalty. And defensive pass interference stays at a 15-yard penalty.
Do you know, is it 10 yards from the line, from the original spot, or 10 yards from the infraction? I would think it's got to be
from the spot.
It's got to be from the original spot, right? So,
I mean, that's the way the 15 was.
I mean, that's still a pretty significant penalty, Jim. Like, you're generally going to run a pick. I mean, if it's 1st and 10, you run a pick. Now you got 1st and 20.
But if it's PI, why is it not 15?
Yeah, why are we separating the two?
I don't know. I don't know why they're doing that, but that's still a significant penalty.
Yeah, so I would vote no on the pass interference one if it was coming to my office. The taunting celebration, demeaning of the game celebrations, hate when the officials worry about that. The fair catch kick, I don't care. I love the targeting. I love the covering the skin thing. I'm okay with all that.
You would not want me running football because my deal on the celebration is you can do anything you want, but I'm starting a 25-second play clock the minute the touchdown's over. So if you do it, you better be quick about it. You can celebrate any way you want, but you can also take a delay of game doing it.
Yeah.
As soon as touchdown's over, you hand me the ball, we spot it for the extra point. 25 seconds starts going, and if you're still celebrating,
what is the normal clock? Is it not 40?
Well, it's 40 in the NFL. I don't know when it starts on an extra point. Normally in the NFL, it starts as soon as the last play's blown dead.
Yeah,
40 starts. It seems like in college, it takes them a little while to spot the ball.
But what is the play clock in college?
Well, 25 after a score.
It is?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I would do it. I'm with you. I'm okay with that. They should do it just like they do a normal play.
Yeah, spot it, let's go.
Once the play is spotted, they start the clock. And you guys are still dancing, that's fine.
Yeah, if you take a 15-yard penalty, you still got too many men on the field when we kick, that's on you.
One other oversight committee, you're now allowed to play on week 0. Sounded confusing when I heard that too. I didn't know this, but to play in week 0, you've always had to get NCAA approval, permission. Everybody that plays week 0 has to submit and get granted the permission to play in week 0. Starting in 2027, it's open to anybody. Anybody can play without permission. You can play week 0. Maybe we see more week 0 games. That's the new world of college football. A lot of that will get passed. That came down yesterday. We're getting ready to talk a little basketball on the show, and then a ton of stuff to get through as we move out throughout the day, including later on NFL quarterback roulette, where I'll go throw out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names, and you tell me the team you think they play for next year in the NFL. All that still to come on a show that's being brought to you today by our friends Alexander Shannara, trial attorney. Tell us about Alexander Shannara.
Shannara.com. That is where you go when you're in need of any sort of legal assistance. Alexander Shannara can take care of you. Now, you likely, when you think of Alexander Shannara, think of personal injury cases because he's done a ton of those. Like, he's recovered more than $2 billion for his clients. That's a lot, right? Well, he does much more than that. What about bad drug and device cases? He does those. Storm and fire damage cases, he does those. Worker compensation, employment cases, absolutely. And many, many more. That's not the end of the list. That's just where I'm going to stop. You can find out more with Alexander Shannara when you're in need of an attorney. Shannara.com. Shannara.com. Again, you don't pay a dime unless they win your case with Alexander Shannara Trial Attorneys. Shannara.com.
Randomly got a text yesterday actually, at 2:03. Hey, your guys over here at Hoover Toyota are fantastic.
Of course they are.
That is the way the text started out. We had a friend of ours was over there looking at some Tundras. Hoover Toyota, look, they're servicing Birmingham, Alabaster, Vestavia, new and used car financing, auto service, genuine Toyota parts. They have been perfecting the art of customer service for over 20 years now with their philosophy to give information to their customers. I am speaking from experience. I am a customer. Our man Bo's a customer. Dunaway, about to be a customer. My daughter, myself, ex-wife, all got vehicles within the last year from our friends at Hoover Toyota. Their inventory offers a fantastic selection, and their on-site finance department provides affordable financing options. Even after the keys to your new vehicle are in your hands, they are there to serve you with the service and parts department committed to keeping your vehicle running smoothly. When you shop with Hoover Toyota, they want to keep you as a customer for life. That's why they offer their red carpet program and give you ways to let your friends and family experience an amazing shopping experience with the referral program. View their entire inventory and great pricing. Go to HooverToyota.com or just stop in the beautiful location, Highway 150. Go see Scott, Harold, Kim, all the fine folks. Tell them the guys from the Next Round sent you.
Auburn's under pressure this weekend. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, Justin Hokanson on 3, Auburn Live, reporting yesterday that Stephen Pearl is looking to hire a general manager for before the April 7th portal opens up with the NIL revenue sharing that's in the sport now. He wants to have a true front office presence. So
I'm surprised he doesn't already.
A true general manager for basketball. I'm not sure.
I don't know how many programs have a general manager.
Yeah, in basketball.
They have a lot of
Why would you not, though?
I would agree. I'm just saying I don't know how many do. I think you've got a lot of director of basketball operations, which probably does a lot of what the general manager does. But I'm with Lance. As much as you're going to have turnover on a basketball roster year over year, and just look at Auburn this year, I mean, it's a great example. Having somebody that could operate in the talent evaluation and talent acquisition part for you would be huge. I mean, what kind of opportunity do you think? Let's just pick a random school and say St. Joseph's has a stud that's going to hit the portal. How much time do you think Steven or Nate Oates or anybody has to watch him right now and say, hey, evaluate him, tell me if this is our guy? And a general manager, that's what he could be doing.
Not a lot.
Probably hasn't seen him unless he played on somebody we're playing.
That's right. He's on my opponent tape or I'm playing him. I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
So having a general manager that can worry about that in February, I think would be massive. And I'm with Lance. I don't know why you wouldn't as a program, but I just don't know how many basketball programs have a guy that has the title of general manager.
Now, tomorrow night, 7:30 at Neville Arena, a lot's on the line. Here's Steven from the loss at Norman talking about where his team is right now, and it's do or die. It's sudden death almost for Auburn against Ole Miss.
I'm sure they're tired. We have a 7-man rotation. Obviously losing a couple guys to injuries was huge, but it is what it is. Everyone's tired at this time of the year. They played 7 guys too. I mean, 15 only played 7 minutes. So, we definitely are tired right now. But everyone in the country is. We just got to find a way to, respond moving forward because, these games are now turning into must-wins, and we got to play desperate, and we got to play like our life depends on it because that's the reality of it.
Yep, that's the absolute reality. This is a quad 3 game for Auburn. So this would be a quad 3 loss. If you lose this game, you are playing your way back into the tournament.
Oh, I agree.
That's what you have to do if you lose this game is play your way back into the tournament. And if they lose this game, I don't know how they're going to beat somebody that plays their way back into the tournament.
I am shocked at how bad Ole Miss is, but this is an Ole Miss team that has lost 10 consecutive games. And it started against Auburn, this 10-game losing streak, back on January 20th.
So their last win was right before they played Auburn.
Where Auburn was just a blistering 2 of 17 behind the arc.
Yeah, it was a rough game to watch. I remember watching it.
And still won the game, kind of going away by double digits. Again, 10 straight losses for this Ole Miss team. And Chris Beard, you brought it up yesterday, Dunaway, his first losing season as a head coach. Game they cannot lose.
Lenardi's new bracketology out 51 minutes ago. Auburn is down to the 11 line already. So they're there in Dayton already. So they are now trending towards already moving outside of the tournament. Very much on the bubble. Last four in is Indiana's the last team in, Santa Clara, TCU, Auburn. So they're no longer last four byes. They're last four in. So to y'all's point, that's how important this game is.
Yeah,
I mean, Ole Miss has a better chance of beating them than LSU does.
Ooh, you think?
In my opinion.
Yeah, I would think so. I know LSU
Chris
just
Beard's
beat
the better coach.
LSU just beat Ole Miss in overtime, but I kind of agree. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe it's just because.
Then I'll back it up, Terry. Beep, beep, beep. They're both the same.
But I will say, I mean, you lose
Double
either one of
overtime,
those games, you don't deserve to be in the tournament. I don't know if they deserve to be in the tournament right now. But if you lose one of those games at home, I mean, where Auburn is right now.
Well, they've got 3 games. If they lose the games they're supposed to lose, which would be the only one remaining is Alabama and Tuscaloosa, and then whoever they would get in the next round of the SEC tournament. If they lose the games they're supposed to lose, they absolutely cannot afford to lose any of these other games. They can't lose to Ole Miss, they can't lose to LSU, and they can't lose to whoever they play first in Nashville. So, I mean, they have got 3 absolutely can't lose games as it stands right now. Now, if you beat Alabama, which seems very unlikely, but if you beat Alabama, that could change that math a little bit. I mean, that's a quad 1 win for you. So that's going to cover up some errors. Or if you beat a team in your second game of the SEC tournament, that's going to be a Kentucky, Missouri, Texas A&M type team. That could help you a little bit.
Yeah, but where Auburn is right now, last 4 in, play-in game in Dayton. But if they stay right here, they win the games they're supposed to, they lose the ones that are expected to lose, they're still – during championship week, Miami of Ohio, who's unbeaten, if they get knocked off, still get placed in the tournament, that's another slot out right from under. That's a Jenga. There goes another.
But it should be. I don't know how you guys feel. I know Auburn's schedule.
So all our bid stealers would be right there taking it out of Auburn.
It's 100 times more difficult than Miami of Ohio. But if Miami of Ohio somehow trips up in that 3-day span and they're 30-1, and you've got Auburn over there that is 7-11 in conference, there is not a chance in hell if I'm on that committee I put Auburn in front of Miami of Ohio. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Well, there's part of it where I look at resume and I'm like, okay, Auburn played the best strength of schedule.
And they've beaten some really good teams.
They've got more quad 1 games than anybody. But then there's the other part of it that's been like, yeah, but for the last 2 weeks, they've known they had to play their tail off to get in this tournament and didn't do it. So put Miami of Ohio in. Like, I know you're supposed to go by metrics on stuff like that, but there's part of me that's like one team's showing that they absolutely want to be here and one team's not. Give me the team that wants to be here.
Yeah. By the way, if Auburn does beat Ole Miss tomorrow night, don't turn your TV off. Flip it over and watch Gonzaga and Santa Clara, because Santa Clara is right behind you in the last 4 in. That would be a massive win for Santa Clara at home against Gonzaga. That could give them an at-large bid that would eat up another spot. They're behind you right now.
I find it hard to believe. I think Gonzaga got their wake-up call a month ago.
Yeah.
And, once they get to the tournament, we'll see what Gonzaga is able to do. But I would be surprised if they lose another one.
And I don't want you to go through everybody's resume, Brown, but when you start looking behind them, Santa Clara's schedule is not the same. I mean, TCU, Indiana, but these teams that are out, California, New Mexico, Ohio State, USC, Auburn's done more than those teams have done. And those are the first 4 out right now.
I don't disagree. California is 57th in the net. Who are the other ones? Give me the other ones.
New Mexico, Ohio State, USC.
USC 62 in the net. I'm not going to quickly find.
I just cannot believe we're in a world we're talking about expanding this tournament field.
I'm with you. New Mexico's 45 in the net. And to put in perspective, Auburn's 35 in the net. And Lenardi has them. This is kind of weird, but Lenardi's got them in the same neighborhood as, those other Southern Cal who's 62. I mean, there's almost 30 spots between them.
You're giving, 35 in the net, and a lot of that has to do with
strength of schedule. It all has to do with
strength of schedule. But a quad 1 at Oklahoma?
I know. It's a quad 1. I told Dunaway before the show, I was like, what's remarkable is Oklahoma is still a quad 1 win for Alabama and a quad 1 loss for Auburn. And pretty comfortably. Oklahoma's 66 in the net. You got to be below 75 for that not to be a quad 1.
When they fire Porter Moser, or if you're representing Porter, man, he's quad 1.
We were quad 1,
win
man.
Or lose. How can you fire a quad 1 coach?
We're quad 1 for these teams.
And then there's Alabama, who's at Tennessee tomorrow. What is it? 5 straight losses to Tennessee.
Yeah. Rick Barnes' his own Nate Oates. It's been really, really difficult.
The problem. The first game that they played this season was the Bediako return game.
That's right. And listen, I was at that game, LT, and that may have been Alabama's worst shooting and worst three-point shooting I've ever seen under Nate Oates.
They were 6 of 26. They couldn't shoot it any worse. And the way they're shooting it right now with their confidence, I mean, if they can go in to Thompson Bowling and, well,
I was going to say
better.
I was going to say they only, I mean, it's a lot of threes, but for them, 26 threes. They only took 26 threes in that game. They played a different game that day. Bediako ate up a lot of space and slowed them down tremendously that night. So I do like the fact that they will be able to play at their pace as much as you can against Tennessee.
Yeah, and look, and they're going to play better than they did. And look, Bediako's in the rearview mirror right now, but you're coming off a game where you've got an SEC season-high 22 threes made, this past Wednesday night against Mississippi State. So, meet in the middle and, they hit 10, 11, 12 threes. I think it's going to be a competitive game. Again, I think Tennessee's going to be about a 5-point favorite. And I think win or lose, Alabama's still going to get a double bye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now here's the thing for Alabama, though. I want to circle back to what we were just talking about, but since Lance mentioned that on the double bye.
Go ahead. Since the double bye thing, I forgot about that.
Yeah. This is, well, first of all, when I was discussing this earlier this week with both Auburn and Alabama, I made the error of talking about the Tuesday play-in, or kind of the play-in games they used to have on Tuesday. They don't do that anymore. The bottom teams start on Wednesday, then Thursday adds another set of teams, then Friday adds the remainder of the team. So that's my error on that. It doesn't really change Auburn's math or Alabama's math. Auburn's math, you're still going to play a crappy team on Wednesday if you stay where you are, and then you're going to get a chance to beat a team that could help your conference resume, if the committee pays attention to that, help your conference resume on Thursday.
Magic of even numbers, a 16-team tournament.
That's right.
It works out even.
It works out better now. Now, as it relates to Alabama, this is actually a big moment for Alabama in terms of SEC tournament seeding, because you could essentially lock down the 2 seed in Knoxville. I say essentially, because Arkansas plays Florida Saturday night as well. And that game's in Gainesville. Yeah. I expect Florida to win. I don't know about you guys. Arkansas has been playing well, but you expect Florida to win.
I think the point spread's out on that already. Florida 9.5.
Does that sound high to you?
Check that at ESPN.com. I think already has that.
I would have put it 8.5. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kalshi may have a number up already on that.
Yeah, I think 8.5 to 9.5 would be absolutely correct.
Boy, that is a big number.
Yeah, I know where my position is going to be Arkansas this weekend.
Oh, really?
I was 2-0 last Saturday. Furman's not with us today. My favorite play on the board is Arkansas.
Yeah, I'll just say they don't have the number up at Kalshi yet. 78% on Florida, though 22%. So that would
I'm not money lining, but if I get 9.5 with Arkansas,
you're going to take it.
Taking Arkansas.
The point I was going to make with Alabama, though, is if Arkansas loses, Alabama wins. Alabama's alone in second, and they've got a gap there, and they hold the tiebreaker over Arkansas, the team behind them. So it would be really difficult for Alabama to lose that 2 seed. They could, but it'd be difficult to do.
Tough week next week, though, at Georgia and Auburn.
Yeah.
But yes.
9.5, total of 166.5.
Well, that's a big number. But I wanted to circle back real quick on what we discussed about.
I might back up on Gonzaga. They're only 1.5 on the road at St. Mary's.
The first time Alabama played Tennessee, not only did Bediako play, but more importantly than that, Amari Allen and Aiden Holloway did not play. I'll let you tell me, based on what you just saw from Amari Allen, was that a big absence for Alabama?
Well, let me ask you guys this.
He's playing tremendous basketball.
And I don't know if y'all got to watch any of Bama and Bourbon in our new room yesterday.
I saw some of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
But I listed, in my opinion, the 3 most valuable players for Alabama, the guys they need to actually – make noise moving forward. Like, I think we all agree Sherelle was number 1, right?
Yeah, because they don't have another one of him.
Who would you go number 2?
So number 2 is Amari Allen.
Yeah.
I had Amari Allen.
Yeah.
And then I know he didn't play the other night, but Philon, just talent.
Yeah, but you saw what they can do without Philon. If Philon is Alabama's best overall player, we wouldn't argue that, right?
No, I think your most well-rounded player is Amari Allen. As a true freshman.
Probably so. So. But I think Philon's the best player now.
But to follow LT's thinking is, I don't have another Aiden Sherelle.
Right.
And I don't have another Amari Allen.
That's my point. You got plenty of backcourt.
Philon is out. I mean, Wrightsell and Holloway.
It's not what it
Millett,
could be, but it's still good.
They can keep the boat from sinking.
That's right.
Without Sherelle and without Amari Allen, the boat sinks.
That's right. And you did not have Aiden Holloway and Amari Allen against Tennessee, and that was still, 79-75, 79-74, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Alabama, I think, is the better team than Tennessee, but this has just been one of those weird games for Nate Oates and Alabama. Rick Barnes has just owned them.
Yeah.
And you're playing up there, and last time they played up there, it was a disastrous finish for the Crimson Tide.
They did a horrible job on Nate Ament. That may have been his coming out party. It wasn't his coming out party, but it was for me to watch him.
He was fantastic.
And, Amari Allen will get him some. Not a lot, but he'll get him some, and we'll see how it plays out.
You guys ever been to a game there?
I have not.
Let's see. Yeah, Kentucky. When I worked at Kentucky.
That's when it was still the biggest arena.
It just seems like that arena's too big. I've never been.
Well, they made it smaller. When they originally built it, when I went, they didn't have all those sky boxes they've got now.
But isn't it still 20,000?
It is, but it used to be 23, or it was bigger than Rupp.
That's the whole reason they did it, right?
They built it to be bigger than Rupp. So when I went there, it was practically brand new.
Yeah. I bet
it was Thompson Bowling I went to, right? It was 1991.
I don't think that's practically brand new at that time, but yeah, Thompson Bowling.
1990, 91, that was Thompson Bowling.
Yeah. I don't remember the arena before.
I don't either. But I think it's the same arena. But it was, I thought it was practically brand new at that point.
Yeah, Thompson Bowling Arena opened in 1987, so it was pretty new.
So Allen Houston was playing on that team.
Yeah. So
was that when his old man was coaching?
I can't remember, but I think
his old man coached him the whole time.
I covered Kentucky, so
I know, and I bet the Kentucky fans took that joint over.
My job was to film for the Rick Pitino show, so I was chasing my tail as a young sportscaster then. Traveling, driving that minivan all over the South.
So it opened with
I was the money saver. They were like, hey, couldn't fly on the team plane for some reason. So Kentucky's playing in Chapel Hill. Can you drive over in the Ford Aerostar? Yeah, I guess I can. Yeah.
Ford Aerostar.
One-man band. Nobody with me, just Cameron, bag, luggage, and everything. Hey, Athens, Georgia. Lexington, Athens, Georgia. Not an easy drive.
Oh, I bet.
Lexington
you start your career, you never said no. And now you got employees that are like, I really don't want to do that.
24,535 was what it opened initially. And at the time was the largest ever basketball-only arena, which now I think is the Yum Center. Basketball only, not built for like hockey arena, just basketball. 24,535 back when you went.
Yep. And packed for the Kentucky Tennessee
I'm sure.
game.
Yeah, a lot of blue.
All right, that's our opening segment. Show being brought to you today by our friends at Bojangles. Brownie, tell us about Bojangles.
Yeah, you can make a bow time at Bojangles, and right now for a limited time, that Bojangler is back at Bojangles. That Alaskan pollock fish fillet with Bo's seasoning on it. The deluxe comes with lettuce, pickle, tomato, and cheese. You can start your day putting up some threes right there with our friends at Bojangles. The triple-double biscuit. Triple the protein, sausage, egg, and bacon. Double the cheese. All on a scratch-made biscuit. Try that with Bojangles' new iced coffee. It goes great with any of Bojangles' biscuits, like that ham biscuit, 2 for $5 right now. And finish your meal the best way possible. That brand new strawberry cobbler. It is all at your local Bojangles, where you can make it bow time.
And it's go time at Talladega for the Jack Links 500. It's coming April the 27th. All the festivities going all week long. Racing on the track from the 25th on Friday through the 27th. Doubleheader Saturday racing with the ARCA Series and the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Great racing there, but the big one, the Cup race, the Jack Links 500. It rolls at Talladega April the 27th. You can get your tickets and all the information you need at TalladagaSuperspeedway.com. Buy your tickets right now. You can call 877-GO-TO-DEGA, 877-GO-TO-DEGA. Check out camping experiences and upgrade your ticket to the immersive garage experience and watch the cars and the teams work on the cars in the garage bay viewing area. Enjoy the pre-race ceremonies on the track. Enjoy the driver crew chief question and answer sessions and Mobile One Victory Lane trophies and photos. You get all that access with the garage experience. Get that or a normal ticket at TalladagaSuperspeedway.com. Upgrade to the garage experience, TalladagaSuperspeedway.com, 877-GO-TO-DEGA.
Follow Scott Forrester on Twitter at Scott Forrester TV.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
From driveways to interstates, accidents happen fast. The insurance company's response? Here's our offer. Take it or leave it. Leave it. Call Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys. Over 250,000 clients. And no, they don't accept lowball offers. They fight, they win. Over $2 billion recovered. Call now for a free consultation. 659-777-7777 or alexwins.law. Physical office location, Birmingham.
Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit urologycentersalabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today. Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service. Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
Don't miss the greatest show in NASCAR, the 2026 Talladega Superspeedway Jack Links 500 Weekend, Friday, April 25th through Sunday, April 27th. Guarantee your Jack Links 500 Weekend experience today at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com or call 877-GO-TO-DEGA. Have the Talladega Garage Experience Passes, the best way to get the ultimate Talladega experience. Tickets start at just $47 and $18 for kids 12 and under. TalladegaSuperspeedway.com or 877-GO-TO-DEGA.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
All right, we're about to talk a little NFL Combine. What's going on, some NFL news, and we'll do our roulette right here too. But first, I want to remind you, our buddy from Greg from Pell City, he's out early today. In our area, we had some hailstorms and some thunderstorms yesterday, and Greg is out in the Trustful, Moody, Leeds, Springville area. Did you get hit pretty hard, Forrester?
So I was actually waiting for Holly outside of softball practice yesterday, and just got absolutely pelted in the car.
Yeah, with the hail. The hailstorm?
Yep.
And that storm was weird last night.
Yeah. Trustful, Moody, Leeds, Springville area. Greg's out there right now. All you have to do is text your name and your address to his phone number, 205-542-3531. That's his cell number. Just text your name and address, and he says he'll confirm that text with the reply, and you're locked in, and he'll come by and walk you through the process before you contact your insurance provider, and he'll help you out. He knows a little thing or two about the local insurance guys. He's been working with them forever and ever, and he says be patient. He'll get back to you, but text your name and your address, and he'll lock you in and help you out there today. That's Greg from Pell City, locally owned for over 20 years, A-plus rated, but just text your name and your address, 205-542-3531 if you're in the Trustful, Moody, Leeds, Springville area, and he can get to you today and help you out.
Hey, here's some of that hail. I guarantee you this stuff. I mean, if we had the sound up right now, you'd hear it just banging off the the car, I guarantee this stuff messed up somebody's roof.
Oh, you know it did.
Yeah,
Dang.
I can see it bouncing around there.
It's like summer.
All right. A lot to get to on the show, including our friends at New York Butcher Shop, LT.
The New York Butcher Shop, great place to stop. The weekend is here. Pick up some of the fantastic steaks. There was a pot roast done at my house last night, and of course, the meat was picked up from the New York Butcher Shop. It was absolutely fantastic. They've got incredible specialty items. The in-house sides made fresh every single day. Also, great selection of fine wines and desserts. 2 locations: the original Cabo Heights, Highway 119 in Greystone. Get in, see Jim and that great staff of butchers. Tell them the next round sent you. Rare quality, well done service. It's the New York Butcher Shop.
All right, I've got. I'm going to take Tyson Badgett out because I don't know if he'll move. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks, and you tell me what NFL team they'll be with next year or not playing at all if you want to. We don't have to use the dry erase boards. I will go first with, there is talk of bringing Derek Carr out of retirement. There's interest in bringing him out of retirement. Do you think he stays on the couch? Or do you think he comes out of retirement? If he comes out of retirement, where does he go?
Well, I think he stays on the couch, and if he was to come out of retirement, I think it would be a team that has got fingers crossed, and they're like, I'm trying to think, who have we seen shut it down for a couple of years and come back?
What do you, as far as a player?
Yeah.
I
mean, you don't see a lot of them. I remember Tommy Maddox did it.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
Well, Phillip Rivers has done it twice.
Yeah.
Worked better the first time.
I'll say if Carr does come out, it's going to be the Arizona Cardinals.
That's exactly the team I wrote down.
Okay.
Well, so you guys are assuming Kyler Murray gets moved somewhere. The Cardinals have
still coming on Kyler
I
Murray.
know. But the thought there would be we got to put somebody at that position, but nobody good enough to cost us a bunch of draft slots. So let's get Derek Carr out of retirement.
Yeah. That's exactly the team I wrote down. At first, I was like Las Vegas, and I was like, oh, he's been to Las Vegas before. So I wrote down Arizona. Kyler Murray, since they're out at Arizona, where would you see Kyler Murray going?
Well, Minnesota is going to, so we can only use Minnesota once, right?
That's right.
So,
That's right.
So I'm not going to use it on Kyler Murray. I think Minnesota is in play here. I also feel like in play would be, I'm just going to say that he goes to the Indianapolis Colts.
Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson's out there trying to get Daniel Jones. You have a guess, Brownie? Not the team I wrote down this time.
I mean, Vikings or Colts would be a good projected spot for him. I guess I would go Colts. Yeah, I'll go Colts. Who'd you write down?
Did you go Browns?
I did. I wrote the Browns because I don't know.
So I don't know.
Of course,
Todd Monken was talking yesterday about the skill set of Deshaun Watson.
Who's still, by the way, is under contract.
Yeah. If you're paying him, you might as well see what he's got.
So, but aren't they? I don't know. I know they're under contract with Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, and Deshaun Watson. All those guys are still under contract. Yes. I don't know where they are with Flacco right now. Did they release him?
He's not. It was a 1 year.
That was a 1 year.
Left,
so they are done with him.
Yeah.
And they had one more guy up there. Who was the other guy they had up there? Anyway, they had like 5 guys up
Kenny
there.
Pickett.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett. So why not add another one in Kyler Murray?
Yeah, why not?
Andy Dalton. The Carolina Panthers are getting a lot of phone calls. Dalton backing up Bryce Young. Actually was a starter for a little bit in the process here. Andy Dalton.
I mean, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think he's going to start anywhere he goes. But if you're asking me for a place with Andy Dalton, I will randomly say the New York Jets.
I had Jets. I marked it out. This is where I used my Minnesota Vikings play. That the Vikings try to do the Sam Darnold
Kevin
remake.
O'Connell would never do it. I mean, Andy Dalton, too long in the tooth. You know exactly what you're getting with Dalton.
The old red rifle?
Yeah, there is no way.
Okay.
Forrester says Dalton backing up Matt Corral with the Stallions.
Dalton will be a 2.
It'll be a 2 somewhere.
Speaking of Tua.
I think for Tua, and I don't know who the backup is here, so let me give you the caveat. I should have looked this up. I think Tua will be with the L.A. Chargers.
I got him starting.
Not with the L.A. Chargers, you don't, but
No.
you got to start with somebody else.
I tell you where I would take a look if I'm D'Amico Ryans with the Texans, just to put a little pressure on C.J. Stroud.
That's not a bad one either. I got him with Las Vegas, and he will be the the placeholder until Fernando Mendoza is ready.
Yeah. And even if Mendoza starts from day one, if he struggles a little bit, you've got veteran experience there.
Yeah. Again,
he needs a change of scenery.
I don't know what contract situations are right now, like how easy it is to release or cut a guy, but Trey Lance is technically the Chargers' backup behind Herbert. Tua would be a better backup than Trey Lance.
Ooh.
What?
I think Trey Lance could be a starter in places.
Where?
I don't know.
Not
Indianapolis?
Not in San Francisco. The only reason I say Tua there is Mike McDaniel's now the offensive coordinator. McDaniel liked Tua, and he knows McDaniel's system.
But did Tua like Mike McDaniel?
Oh, yeah.
Tua's going to hate leaving the Dolphins, man. They got A's on everything.
I know, man, and he's getting paid a bundle to be there.
Malik Willis.
Well, speaking of the Dolphins, that's the team.
That's who I have written down, Miami.
I would go Miami. I mean, that seems...
One thing, though, that you might hesitate on that is Miami hired John Robinson, who was the former GM of the Tennessee Titans, who did what to Malik Willis?
Cut him.
Well, traded him.
Yeah,
traded him, but gave up on Malik Willis very quickly in Tennessee. So it would be weird to bring in the guy that watched him at Tennessee as a draft pick and said, guy can't play quarterback for us in the NFL, and then you go get him to play quarterback for Miami. I just don't know that Miami is in a position to invest the kind of money that you would have to in Malik Willis, because keep in mind, they have got a ton invested in Tua.
That's right.
That they've got to pay regardless of where Tua plays. And
I just don't think Malik Willis is going to be that good.
I mean, they're saying a $25, $30 million a year player. I don't know that Miami has the kind of money to invest in that, number one. And then number two, I just don't think he's worth that.
Mac Jones is the last one. You think he stays with the 49ers?
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan really likes him. I think he stays.
They have said, but now anybody's tradable with enough value.
I mean, if I'm Cleveland, that's who I'm trying to get.
Is Mac Jones.
Yeah.
I wrote down Pittsburgh.
Or Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we didn't put anybody in Pittsburgh.
Well, Aaron Rodgers could still come back.
Yeah, he's going to give his decision next month. Not that he
are you
really
waiting?
likes to wait this out.
Are
right,
you holding your
anything.
breath on that one,
No.
Lance? You can't wait, can you?
So the Combine continues today. Quarterbacks go tomorrow. By the way, a couple of former Alabama national champions from that 2020 team, Jalen Waddle, apparently 27-year-old, on the block with the Dolphins. They're willing to trade him.
There have been discussions about that before in Miami. Now, this was a different regime in Miami. They've got a brand new front office. Miami has said it would take, I think the last time Dunaway, that there were discussions of trading Jalen Waddle, they wanted 2 first-round picks for him. There's not as good as Jalen is, and I think Jalen Waddle can be a 1. Nobody's going to give 2 first-round picks.
Nobody would give that up. But I agree with you. I think he's a hell of a player, but not worth 2.
He's had to be 1 at Miami frequently because of, and most recently because of Tyreek Hill's injuries, and showed that he could do that. I think he can be a number 1.
Najee Harris is a free agent coming off an Achilles tear. I don't know where he'll end up, but he's going to try to stay in the league, and somebody's going to try to pick him up as a free agent.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
see
sure
where he
he'll get
shows
picked up, probably veterans minimum. I mean, when you look at some of the free agent running backs out there, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, I mean, you've got some really top. I think Breece Hall is an elite. I think Kenneth Walker's right below him, so you've got some really, really good options.
By the way, former Stallions kicker, Cowboy Brandon Arbery's a free agent. He's rejected the first few offers to try to sign him.
Well, he wants $8 million a year.
He wants $10 million per year, was what I read. He leads the NFL with most 60-plus yard kicks made, but he wants to reset the kicker market. He thinks he can get $10 million a year for a kicker.
I mean, I could see the Rams give him close to $10 million.
Are y'all in that desperate a need for a kicker?
Well, Mevis only missed.
The thicker kicker.
He only missed 1 kick last year. Of course, it was that Thursday night against Seattle.
Turned out to be a big one.
Yeah,
Generally, if you only miss 1 kick, it's probably going to be a big one.
But I just don't think he is the answer moving forward. I think you want a guy like he was great inside of 50, and if you're paying a guy minimal money in the NFL, that's what you should expect. But if you want an elite kicker that you feel really good between 50 and 60 yards, that's your guy.
I mean, kicker's a spot where you're like, we would never pay $10 million for a kicker until you're in a playoff game and you got a game winner, and you're like, dang, I wish I had a $10 million kicker right now.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
By the way, Combine yesterday, speed off the edge, man, David Bailey from Texas Tech did a 4.540.
Yeah, it was already going to be a borderline top 5 pick, definitely top 10. Did nothing but really secure that ranking. I know you're going to get to him, but the one that jumped out, man.
Which one?
Sonny Styles.
Yeah, Sonny Styles.
Hey, 6'5", 245 pounds. had the biggest vertical for a linebacker in more than almost 25 years. What was it, 45 and a half?
I didn't do the verticals. I was a 40 guy.
And then he did.
I was holding the clock.
The 40.
But at 245, he ran a 4.440.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insanity to be able to that size to jump and run like that.
I think Overton and Keenan from Alabama will be good NFL players. 4.87 for Overton off the edge. Keenan a 5.31 there in the middle of a line. But as we always joke, if you're asking Tim Keenan to run 40 yards, 40 meters, something's gone terribly wrong or terribly good.
Yeah, the only time he's going to run 40 yards in the NFL is if he scoops a fumble.
Yep.
On the 40.
The training facility needs to be on fire.
Yeah.
Michelson Laser Vision brings you the viewing menu today, and then we'll get back to sports on the other side. Tell us about Michelson.
Yeah, a phone call that I made way back in 2003. I wore the contacts for about a decade. I was wasting money each and every year on the contact solution. Finally went, got screened out. I was a potential candidate. Both of these guys have gotten screened out. They weren't candidates. That's the great thing, the integrity with Michelson Laser Vision. There's other joints out there. If you come in, you get screened, they're going to tell you you're a candidate. They're going to take your money. That is not the way the Michelsons, Dr. Mark Michelson and Dr. Jen Michelson do business. I did get the procedure done in 2003. 2015 vision better than 2020. 205-969-8100. Ask for Amy. Tell her the next round sent you. She will hook you up with a hassle-free consultation. 0 to lose to find out if LASIK is right for you. For more information, michelsonlaservision.com.
So last night I was at the opening night fan event for Scream 7. And
boy, I hope it was good with everything you put into it.
You've invested a week in this.
They should have given you a private booth, man.
They really should have. I need to have like my own like line and my own like servers and everything there. It is much better than any 7th entry in a horror franchise should be. It's not as great as some of the other Screams, but I had a blast. I've never had a bad time watching a Scream movie, but I do think the killers in this were some of the weakest.
Okay.
Are we going to get to a point where Nev Campbell is going to be like on a walker?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, running from a bad guy.
Yeah, I wish they would kind of pass the torch off. They were supposed to do that a few movies back, but then during the production of this one, there were some controversies, and cast members left, so they had to retool it, and they brought back Nev Campbell. She's fantastic in this movie, as is Courtney Cox. The entire theater started clapping when Courtney Cox shows up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was great.
Was Nev, to show you how long she's been doing it, was Nev Campbell ever in the chick bracket?
I don't know if she made it.
Okay.
I mean, I've always thought she was hot.
No, I was just talking about time frame, but
which means he did not.
Yeah,
Nev Campbell, but not our girl.
Not Sydney Sweetie. Yes.
I mean,
I like Nev Campbell.
I mean, you guys. I'm telling you, Sydney Sweeney.
Okay.
Look at her face, and then when those things are unwrapped.
Oh, look,
Yes,
I think that there's a million in front of her, but I just, with some of the Steffi Grafs of the world and the Nev Campbells.
A million in front.
So y'all are finding common ground on this now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
No, I'm just saying that she's not like the top of the top. Like she's not like a 1 seed right now, but.
I'll support your decision to include Nev Campbell. She's
not now.
Well, I mean,
there
like
was
OG Nev
time,
Campbell.
yeah.
This would have been
So Dunaway, are you
1996.
saying you don't like women in their 50s?
I do. I'm just saying that's not peak.
Don't pit him in on that one.
It's not peak. I'm just saying it's not peak for most. For some.
Some
get better looking.
That's right. All right. Tyler, continue.
Alrighty, Prime has a new release today called The Bluff. It sounds like a really silly movie.
Oh, it looks silly. I saw the trailer last night. It looks awful.
A Caribbean woman gets her secret past revealed when her island is invaded by vicious buccaneers, and Carl Urban is a pirate, which kind of makes sense, I guess, but this is going to be cheesy.
Oh, I saw where they like come into her house and, she's tied up and then she starts whipping the hell out of all these pirates. I'm like, give me a break.
Yep. Tomorrow in theaters, there's early access screening for Disney's new movie, Hoppers. They've been really trying to get new IP off the ground instead of going back to the well for pointless sequels and live-action remakes, and a lot of people have faith in this one. When scientists discover a way to transform human consciousness into robotic animals, Mabel uses the new technology to uncover mysteries of the animal world that are beyond anything she could have ever imagined. She hops into like the body of a gopher or something, and it's just like, what if you could talk to animals? What would they say? How would it be?
I would wonder. I would want to know what Punch is thinking right now. That's what I would want to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Punch wants to come to America.
You think so? Where's Punch living? I didn't know that.
Japan.
Yeah, Punch is in Japan.
Well, yeah, I think he's got a bad deal over there.
I hate that y'all introduced me to that freaking monkey. Because now it's on my timeline, and I'm fighting back tears. Like I had not seen the original dragging of the monkey until you guys brought it up. Then I saw him being drugged around and then running away to his stuffed animal. Now it's on my timeline everywhere I go. And when he's napping with the little doll and that kind of stuff, he's wrapping the doll's arm around him to get a hug from him.
That is sad. Yeah.
I mean, my God.
Yeah, there was a while where the other monkeys were not accepting Punch into the pack because Punch got there because he was abandoned.
You think about it, if you did and all the proceeds went to that zoo or whatever fund you wanted to do, how many people would bid on Punch right now for a pet?
Oh my gosh!
And the money you could generate.
Yeah. You could fund the zoo for sure.
He'd probably eat my
like,
face, but yes, I would.
IKEA made like the stuffed monkey plush that Punch carries around, and they released it. It sold out.
Of course it did. Yeah.
So I saw maybe the most disturbing documentary outside of Dear Zachary I've ever seen last night.
Okay, well, let me just say, nobody watch this. Do not take this advice to watch it. Go
I
ahead.
guarantee you people have already seen it. So are you on the chat?
Yeah, I'm in the chat.
So take a look. It is called Murder in Glitterball City.
Okay, if you saw Murder in Glitterball City,
do you know where Glitterball City is?
Glitterball City to me is going to end up being Reno.
Near Topeka, Kansas.
It's actually Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, no.
So it's one of the nicknames for Louisville because the guy that designed the disco ball is from Louisville.
Okay.
But this completely different reasons, obviously, from Dear Zachary on why this thing's disturbing. Brown would have shut it off 1,000% early on.
Oh, really? You'd have given me 20 minutes in this, maybe?
Now, this is true crime. It happened in Louisville. It's a murder investigation. It happened in 2009, 2010. Two gay lovers. It is the most disturbing thing that I've seen.
Yeah. All right. So
Almost
don't
shut
watch
it down.
When Lance tells you this, he's telling you do not watch it. Most of you are not built for this.
I didn't realize how the cast of characters in the city of Louisville. Did you realize? I've only been to Louisville twice. I didn't realize how much crime was there. Their underground scene, all of the things in Louisville. They've got some strange people.
I've never seen that side of Louisville. I have not.
Yeah, the part we were in, I actually liked.
Yeah.
The little downtown area and wherever we went.
That late night fried chicken place.
Yeah, that place
was great.
Jimmy took us after the game. Yeah, that place was really good.
After midnight fried chicken.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the joint, but it was good fried chicken.
Yeah, I do not recommend it, but if you want some freaky, weird, demented stuff, it's a new HBO. Like HBO True Crime is normally really good. And it's a docuseries. It's got 100% on Tomato Meter, so I threw it on, and I was like, "Holy hell, what am I watching?"
All right, I might check that out. Sunday.
I told you not to.
Well,
tell me what feedback we got.
Not to, but other people might not be able to. But I just watched 7 Scream movies in 5 days. I'll be all right. Sunday, we've got a re-release that I've been looking forward to. It is A Better Tomorrow from John Woo. A reforming ex-gangster tries to reconcile with his estranged policeman brother, but the ties to his former gang are difficult to break. And it stars Chow Yun-fat, just like all of John Woo's early Hong Kong films, and it's going to be a wild ride filled with gunfire. And then finally, on viewing menu, on Max, they have added Paddington 2 to its catalog. And I think the first 2 Paddington movies are really good family movies, like top tier. It had potential to be one of the best trilogies of all time until Paddington 3 dropped the ball.
Okay.
Yeah,
it sounds crazy, but these movies are 95 to 98 on the tomato meter and on both the critic side and audience side.
Just want to plug this real quick. Me and Tyler will be doing a new show starting on Monday. And I don't know when you guys are going to drop that. Are we looking for Tuesday, maybe? We'll figure it out. But we're going to be doing an entertainment show once a week.
So you and Tyler together talking entertainment once a week.
And we'll still do this segment in the show, though?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So we're doing what? Do you have a name for it yet?
No.
Well, I think we're going with Last Call. I know Last Call's been bounced back, but it's a long story, but we're still working on logos and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we will have it rolled out, and we'll give you updates on that.
What's Mick and Jake's show called?
Last Call.
Idea.
The Last Call as well?
I thought it was.
Yeah. No, it was for a minute.
Oh, okay.
We had the Last Call for years up here, and there was a little confusion. But
okay. That is the viewing
What is in a
menu.
name, right?
Yeah, that's right. A name's just a name.
That's the viewing menu. 10 good minutes with Tyler and LT there. And the new show coming next week. Brought to you by our friends at Inverness Country Club.
Inverness Country Club right here in Birmingham if you're looking for your club home. ICCalabama.com is the place you need to go for Inverness Country Club. Great brand new tennis facility in the works right now if you're a big tennis player. If you love golf, great golf course right there at Inverness. Beautiful clubhouse, wonderful food, great membership. I love the people there at Inverness. Newly expanded practice facility. What's not to like, right? Inverness Country Club. They've even got childcare. You want to play a set of tour tennis. You want to play 9 holes. You got a business meeting. They've got childcare that can help you through those days as well. Inverness Country Club, ICCalabama.com. ICCalabama.com. There's a phone number right there at ICCalabama.com where you can reach out to our friend Erin and set up a tour at Inverness Country Club. Tell her you want to see what the next round does there at Inverness, and she'll show you. ICCalabama.com.
And our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama, 70 years of compassionate care. Wonderful folks there. They'll take care of you. All the great locations, 10 plus in the central Alabama area. One that's close to you that'll help you out when you need prostate care, kidney stone care, vasectomies, reversals, testosterone treatments. They do a variety of things. You can get everything they offer at UrologyCentersAlabama.com. UrologyCentersAlabama.com, 205-930-0920. It's UCA, our friends at UrologyCentersAlabama.com.
Hop in. Injured in an Uber or Lyft? Here's the problem. Was it the driver's fault? The other car? The app company? Good luck figuring that out while you're trying to heal. Alexander Shinar Trial Attorneys, they've got a guy for rideshare accidents. And here's the best part. They don't get paid unless you do. You heal. They fight. One call, 659-777-7777. Or visit alexwins.law. Alexander Shinar Trial Attorneys. Because rideshare accidents need an experienced team. Physical office is Birmingham.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Hey, let me tell you about our friends at Urology Centers of Alabama. Compassionate and comprehensive urological care with 35 physicians, 17 locations across Alabama. Their patient-centered approach to all of your urological needs. Remember, they've got that new men's health center. It is beautiful, helping men with a wide range of sensitive male issues in a comfortable environment. You can always go online, visit UrologyCentersAlabama.com, schedule an appointment with one of their many urologists today.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090. Hey, for all of your IT and printing needs, reach out to our friends at Xerox Business Solutions. Look, I'm still one of those old school guys. I print my notes every single day for the show. If you watch the show here on the next round, you see all the notes in front of me. From day one, Xerox Business Solutions, they've been with us here at the next round. Local for over 45 years. For all of your IT and printing needs, visit XeroxBusinessSolutions.com or call 205-969-3000. That's 205-969-3000.
Let's go racing. It's time for the Jack Links 500 at Talladega, April the 27th, and you can get your tickets right now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com or calling 877-GO-TO-DEGA. Don't forget to enhance your ticket with the Garage Experience, everything from watching the Cup teams work on the cars to the Mobile One Victory Lane Trophy presentation. The most exciting, unpredictable racing in the world at Talladega. TalladegaSuperspeedway.com, 877-GO-TO-DEGA.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the next round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
Hour number 2 starts now as we roll on this Friday before a massive basketball weekend. Not just Auburn fighting for its life, 11th now in the Lenardi bracketology play-in situation in Dayton. Must win at home against Ole Miss. Alabama trying to break a 5-game losing streak at Tennessee. Alabama's a 4 seed now in Lenardi. Tennessee's a 5. Could get a little flip-flop action if Bama can't get a win in Knoxville coming up. Arkansas, number 20, plays number 7, Florida, in the country tonight. Michigan, number 3, at number 10, Illinois. I don't think Illinois has lost a game in regulation since December 13th. And was that Alabama that beat them then, or was it a different team?
So they've not lost. So their only losses are overtime losses?
Overtime losses, including UCLA last weekend, which was an overtime loss. Illinois is good, but they've got some losses in overtime.
Well, I would love to. I took a look at Illinois plus the 2.5 tonight. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
It would be hard to do.
Oh.
Number 11, Virginia's at number 1, Duke tomorrow. First game right out of game day. 14th ranked Kansas trying to sweep number 2, Arizona, and Texas Tech 16th at Iowa State, number 4. That's some of the games this weekend. Massive weekend in basketball.
Normally when you look at a team schedule, it shows overtime, but it's not on here. Alabama, they lost by 4. UConn popped them. Nebraska, they lose by 3. Michigan State, they lose by 3. Wisconsin, they lose by 2. And they lose by 1 to UCLA last week. So I don't know how many of those are overtime or not.
Now, they're a former European pro team, but Illinois, a good basketball team.
It is a good basketball team.
Yeah, against Michigan tonight in basketball. Back to football we go right after Brownie tells us about the great folks at Central State Bank.
It is the bank that is big enough to meet every single need you have, but also small enough to know you. Central State Bank is that bank. They are the bank that can meet any dream you have, whether it is starting your own business, buying your own car. You're chasing dreams, you're building businesses, they're giving you the tools, the team, and the personal touch to help you win. More than 100 years plus of trusted service, large enough to serve you, small enough to know you, rooted in community, driven by relationships. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
The College Football Spotlight
is presented by Alexander Shinara. The Shinara Spotlight every single day right here on the show. We talk college football with it. It is brought to you by Alexander Shinara, the guy that has recovered more than $2 billion for his clients. $2 billion. That's right, you heard me right, with Alexander Shinara. Now, how has he done that, you might ask? Well, he's done it by following just a few core values he has: integrity, mastery, passion, and success. Very simple. It's what he follows, and it's helped him recover more than $2 million. Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys. You find yourself in need of a lawyer, call the Alexander Shinara Trial Attorneys. You don't pay a dime unless they win your case. Shinara.com, Shinara.com.
President Trump is convening a roundtable next Friday to further explore solutions for the college football, college athletic world, the problems in it. On the roundtable will be Nick Saban. He's part of it. Tim Tebow will be there. Some interesting names. Condoleezza Rice will be there. Adam Silver will be there. Tiger Woods will be there. Bryson DeChambeau will be there. All the conference commissioners will be there. I think Florida Governor Ron DeSantis will be there as well. Do you think something will come out of this? What are we looking for out of this?
I mean, they're starting a discussion, so I guess that's, going in the right direction depending on what you want if you're a college football fan and internally if you're involved in college athletics.
Browns billionaire will be there.
Yeah, Cody Campbell will be there. I saw that. I don't know. I don't know what comes out of this. I mean, there's we talk about no guardrails, but there's so many things going on right now.
What's the biggest problem for you? Like, I know one thing that people seem like they want is a national standard for NIL.
Yeah,
is that even possible?
No.
Yeah, I mean, because you can't really come up with a salary cap because Northwestern isn't the same as Alabama. So I really don't know what you're going to get out of this.
Yeah, but even a salary cap does not get adhered to. I mean, there's a salary cap in the NFL. Okay, follow me on this. There's a salary cap that is strictly followed, by the way, in the NFL. It's not like baseball where I can dodge it. No, you cannot dodge it in the NFL. There's a salary cap. But if I sign, if I'm the New York Giants and I sign a quarterback in free agency, is he going to have an opportunity to make more endorsement money than if he was playing in Jacksonville? Yeah, he's in New York.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, that's
Cowboy guy compared to a Jaguar. Yes.
Yeah, poor Jacksonville. They're the bad example on all these.
Yeah. Raider in Las Vegas or Jaguar.
Yeah. But you see the point there. So a player at Alabama has more marketing value, or I'll take Alabama out of it. A player at Ohio State has more marketing value than a player at Northwestern.
Yeah, more people watch the SEC and the Big Ten.
Yeah. So you can have a set salary cap, but I don't think it's going to change anything because an Ohio State can always go to a guy and say, look, the endorsement's going to be better here. I can only pay you for my school X amount of dollars, but there is nothing that prevents you now in this world from going out and striking your own deals. And being an Ohio State Buckeye, that's going to have great value for you.
I saw where Greg Sankey says he's in favor of a one-time transfer rule without penalty. Like I think
we used to have.
No, but you had to sit out even then. Mm-hmm. I think I wonder how the players would feel about this if they were given a vote. Well, I think I know because they like to be able to, because the transfer isn't transferring now for my best opportunity to play or any of that. It's renegotiation every time. The guys who transfer every year, it's not where I'm improving the team I'm going to or my marketability. It's I'm sitting here and every year I can transfer. I'm able to renegotiate. I'm a free agent every year. It's not necessary. One time I should be able to leave. Okay, I don't like this situation. I want to go play somewhere else. One time without penalty. If a coach changes, you're able to transfer again. That's where you get bonus transfers. But boom, I transfer one time. All these 3 transfer guys, what have they done? Every time it's a renegotiation, and now I'm going to, I'm going to leave Georgia, I'm going to go to Miami. Or I'm going to leave LSU, and I'm going to go to Texas. Or I'm going to leave Texas, and I'm going to go to Ohio State. You're always just getting more money on these transfers. So it's basically free agency. I'm okay if you're leaving Washington State to go to Oklahoma. Makes sense. Makes sense to me, right? Okay, I'm playing at Washington State. Nice school. It's been fun. I want to go play with the big boys. That makes sense to me. But after that, you're at Oklahoma. There should be no reason for you to transfer unless your coach leaves.
No, is this fair that we could have an arbitrator involved? I mean, you get arbitration in Major League Baseball, and a guy, is offered $8 million. He thinks he's worth $15 million. They sit down with the arbitrator, and they're like, "You're worth $12 million." That's what you get. Not only, okay, it makes sense for you to leave Washington State to Oklahoma, but here's the value that you've been assigned. Here's what they're willing to pay. This is what you want. This is what we're going to give you. If you had universal arbitrators that knew what they were doing, do you think this is a possibility?
Maybe. I mean, again, I don't think you can get anywhere on any of this without collective bargaining and players becoming employees. I just, what you're talking about, maybe even what you're talking about, until, I think NIL and transfer portal get blamed for everything right now. Anything that's bad just falls under those two. So I don't really know which one bugs the fans more, the NIL or the transfer portal. Maybe it's equal. I think the solution is, and I go back to this a lot, compensation to the school that loses a player. that is going to drastically slow down the transfer portal.
Yeah, I saw one story, Brownie, that said if they adhered to the academic guidelines of academic eligibility, something we don't hear about anymore.
It never comes up.
That would shut down the transfer portal a little bit because some of these guys didn't meet academic requirements before they transferred out.
Well, do you remember we used to talk about, man, Brian Kelly's got it tough because the academic standards at Notre Dame are so much different. We heard the same with Duke. Like, we were talking about Deuce Knight maybe being Duke's quarterback. I know nothing about Deuce Knight as far as, like, the academics. But, I mean, how can we just assume that Deuce Knight can go and play at Duke with the academic standards?
That's right.
They don't matter anymore.
They really don't. The lock, brought to you every day by our friends at Hemp Hill. Basketball all over the place. You just heard Lance say he was looking at Michigan, Illinois tonight.
Yeah, boy, so I would play Illinois if I'm out there. I'm not going to give it out, I don't think. But plus the 2.5, very, very appealing. We do have multiple plays. We've got an NBA play, multiple plays on a short, small, abbreviated college slate tonight. Coming off a 3-3, had a nice start last night, kind of fell apart, but 3-3 last night, not good enough. We bounced back with another winning night in lanceslock.com. Free play every single day. It is brought to you by our friends at Hemp Hill Services. Whether you experience plumbing, heating, cooling, any issues like that in your home or business, they are ready to serve you. Call Adam, Chad, Andrew, the guys there. Hard to stop a train, 205-229-2090 or hemphillservices.com.
Kennesaw State upset Liberty last night. Big basketball win for Antoine Petway and them. Michigan State beat Purdue in West Lafayette.
Yeah, that was a big win. They don't lose in West Lafayette.
Yeah, Michigan State, I did not realize, I watched the end of that game, how big a house of horrors that had been for them. I think it had been a decade since they had won at Mackey Arena. It was something like that, Lance. And you're right, Purdue doesn't lose there very much. Michigan State had not won there in quite a while. That was a fantastic ending to that game.
Bama and Bourbon new studio, which looks, this is the first time I've seen it on camera, looks fantastic compared to the old studio. Yesterday, Aaron and LT talking about Kalen DeBoer being left out of top 10 coaching list by guys like Joel Klatt.
I think a lot of people are holding the roster he inherited against him, which is not really fair to him because the roster that Saban left, how many of those guys left?
A lot.
Like
but
over 20 something?
On top of it, would you not give me, like, 2020 was, we had a lot of peak Bama under Nick Saban. But from 2020 to the team that lost on a final play against Michigan that ultimately won the national championship in the Rose Bowl, that was one of, no disrespect, but factual, in my opinion, one of Nick Saban's least talented teams.
Which one?
The final team that he coached.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I think that if you look at the draft status of the players that have been coming out, it bears that out. And I love our guys. But, I mean, there were years where Alabama was getting 3, 4, 5, 6 guys drafted in the first round. We got maybe 2.
Yeah, maybe.
Caden and Ty.
That's it.
And then the year before it was Booker and Jahad Campbell, who went at the very last round. So I don't think it's fair to say that he had a peak Nick Saban roster, which is a lot of people are using against Coach DeBoer. That's just not fair. And look, the game has changed. Just because you got a bunch of 4 and 5 stars, it's not about that anymore. It's about the transfer portal is a huge part of it. And experience, we just see this with Indiana. Like, experienced guys, even though they're not highly rated, really matters. And we're sort of having to shift on the fly how we evaluate rosters. But all that said, I think leaving Kalen DeBoer out of the top 10 is kind of silly. And it feels a little bit punitive just because people are sort of have Bama fatigue.
That discussion yesterday on Bama and Bourbon, you can see the whole episode up for you now on our YouTube channel and also everywhere else you get the next round.
I never saw this, but at least Klatt, I don't know if he ever justified or explained why DeBoer wasn't on his list. I saw him talking to Colin Cowherd, but I couldn't hear what was going on.
Trending down, the program is. It will continue to go down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, time will tell on that.
But it didn't trend down this year, right? It trended up.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of making the playoffs, I would say year to year they looked a lot alike. Is that unfair?
Well, I thought they looked much better this past year.
Much better.
Yeah.
I thought they looked better.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't go much. I would say better, though.
Better? Okay.
And
I mean, they made it further by getting to the second round of the playoffs. I mean, that was
do you
better
guys
than they did the previous year.
Agree with the roster evaluation, though? That was one of Saban's least talented teams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And a lot of those guys left.
Yeah.
So
and playmakers left. And quarterback is such a big part in system when you inherited we saw more of a Kalen DeBoer-like quarterback under Ty Simpson, and I think the offense reflected that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, and I think that only continues to go in that direction this year. And
but
over time, Kalen DeBoer's offensive linemen are not 330 pounds. That's not the offensive lineman he had at Washington.
Yeah,
That's
290, 300, yeah. Do you guys think, though, if they wouldn't have lost Vanderbilt or Oklahoma year one, again, big hypothetical, but if they're back-to-back in the college football playoff, how different is the discussion with Kalen DeBoer?
Oh, I mean, I do think it feels a little bit different back-to-back in the college football playoff. I agree. I think My Believer puts this very well in the chat room. It feels like all the other coaches were being compared to their peers, and Kalen DeBoer was being compared to Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Which
you said that earlier this week, and I agree with you 100%.
Well, I just think there's a perception by some that he was left with a ready-made national championship roster. That is not true. He was not left with a terrible roster. It
wasn't terrible.
I know. I'm just saying that.
But when Nick Saban retires, we celebrate 17 years of the dynasty of Nick Saban. That's not what he walked into. Like LT's point is, he walked into the afterglow of a 2020 national championship, a 2021 runner-up, and a 2023 semifinal team where Nick Saban probably should have been coach of the year. That they made it to the Rose Bowl in the semifinals.
Well, and if they win that game, again, a play away, they win the national championship. Now, this might be a good graphic for Brooks to roll out if he's got time.
Roundabout shot at Kalen DeBoer there that you assumed Alabama would win the national championship
I mean,
against Washington.
It was Washington. I mean, you guys will give me that, right?
Yeah, I'll give you that,
But Suttles told me this, and I don't know if it was on the air or off the air, but Klatt's list, he said, informally, he thinks Kalen DeBoer against that list of Klatt is 8-2 against those head coaches.
Yeah, because Lanning is on there. Kirby's on there. Here's the Klatt list.
He's 2-1 against Kirby. He's undefeated against Lanning.
Yep. Has he played Sark yet?
He has not played. No, he did. He beat him at Washington.
That's right, when he was at Washington.
So there's another win.
Yep. And I don't think he's played Lane Kiffin.
They not play Ole Miss the last 2 years?
No.
So, but
does that stack up to 8?
2-1 for.
What did he do against Whittingham when he was at Washington?
Oh, he had to beat.
I would assume he was 2-0 against Utah at Washington.
I will tell you right now,
had to beat his pants off.
Look, it is all subjective. I mean, there's no way you can do one of these and it's 100% factual. This is all subjective, and it's Joel's opinion. I mean. He can be wrong on his opinion, but it is his opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I've said this for years now, and not just because we've got him on. I think he is the voice of college football right now, at least the guy that I really enjoy listening to, but I completely disagree with this list.
I did have a football dream last night that involved Alabama. I have these random football dreams. It's got a weird aspect to it, but Alabama was in the college football playoff this upcoming season, so that's good news, okay?
Okay.
It's the good news. They were hosting a game, which means they probably were not a conference champion, which would be the bad news. But they were hosting the Georgia Bulldogs. How do y'all think that game turned out? Alabama playing Georgia.
Alabama, Georgia. By the way,
it was in Bryant-Denny.
1-0 against Whittingham.
1-0 against Whittingham, so there's another one. Bama, Georgia, and Bryant-Denny in my dream, and then I'll give you the weird aspect.
I think Bama won again.
Bama beat Georgia. Kirby was being asked in the postgame. My dream even had a postgame press conference from Kirby.
Damn, how long was this dream?
I don't know. Y'all told me I can't. You don't have time in dreams. That time disappears in dreams.
You can't tell time.
Yeah, so I don't know how long it was. Post-game press conference, Kirby was being asked about, you can't ever beat Alabama, and he got a little prickly about it. The weird aspect of the dream was the game had a bunch of empty seats. Like it was in Bryant-Denny, there were not, all the seats weren't full for Alabama, Georgia. And
was I standing beside your bed saying, I told you they couldn't fill up the place for a playoff game.
I knew it.
Is that when you knew it was a dream?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think Georgia, Alabama would sell out Bryant-Denny in the playoffs, right?
Oh.
What's the weather? Is it, 2 days before Christmas?
It doesn't matter if it's an ice.
It's the week before Christmas now is where it'd be.
Ice storm.
I would think Alabama, Georgia would sell out Bryant-Denny. Now, if Bama's playing one of the 12 seeds, I could see some empty seats at Bryant-Denny.
Yeah. The show today being brought to you by our friends at Culver's. Brandy, tell us about Culver's, and then I'm going to show you the home that Maggie and I are thinking about putting a down payment on.
Okay. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. A great place to celebrate Any of the games you play right there at Culver's, win or lose, is a place to go after the games. Enjoy those juicy butter burgers, those crispy golden crinkle-cut fries, the gooey golden cheese curds, and cap it off the way you should any meal with that great frozen creamy custard right there at our friends at Culver's. When in Birmingham, hit Stadium Trace near the Hoover Met, Tattersall Park just off Highway 280 in the Greystone area. For Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
When I put down a down payment, is it 10% or is it 20%?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. But I do think if it's your second, there used to be a rule, second residence had to be 20%.
Okay, well.
At least 20%. Now, that could have changed.
I'm trying for 10% if I can get a mortgage. If I can get Chris Doring mortgage, 10% on this. I would need $1.2 million. It's a $12 million home.
Okay.
136 acres. Look at this beautiful place. This is Matt Holliday, Major League Baseball All-Star. He's putting his Oklahoma mansion up for sale. Yep, you guessed it, LT. That is a full lighted baseball field, full baseball field.
If you build it, they will come.
Look at that baseball field on his property. Yes, they've got the pool. That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah, like
136 acre, 2-level pool, full baseball field, batting cage, pickleball courts.
Well, it's going to be hard to turn this
exactly what I want right now.
Do you really?
Yeah. Back to that.
What you go do with that baseball field?
No, I'm not talking about the baseball field. I'm just talking about I want property out there, kind of a one-level ranch.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't afford anything close to that. But, watching that really disturbing documentary, it was in, I forgot the neighborhood in Louisville, but all of these old Victorian houses are right next to each other.
Right.
And they're beautiful houses, but they're just so close to the neighbors.
You got no space.
And I'm just like, that was fun, like in my 30s, being social like that. Now I want to be away from everything.
Real putting green there, real grass.
That's a plus right there. Now, I was going to ask you, we got a baseball field. Do we have a chipping area?
Why is he moving?
I don't know. He's selling it for $12 million. Maybe the market's good.
Man, you know how many, the Vizslas, Bullet and Chili would love that.
I imagine a house with a full-size baseball field is hard to sell.
You think that's going to be tough to move
if
out?
you got $12 million for the house, you're going to be like, well, I don't want a baseball field. I want this.
Is that a turf field, Scott, or is that a grass field?
That is turf, for sure.
Including the dirt? Like he doesn't have a little tractor he drags the...
Yeah, I don't think he's dragging the infield.
This is
Do you have to cover it in rain delays?
I'm going to guess the drainage is pretty good there.
Okay.
Tyler, would you not give me, though, that you reach out to like the Jake and Logan Pauls, the influencers of the world? These are the guys that, if you've got a place like this, you've got a content creation kind of place, right?
Yes and no. A lot of those places end up getting completely trashed and end up being worthless by the time.
No, but I'm just saying if they buy it, it's not your problem. I'm just saying I would reach out to content creators that have gotten millions and millions of dollars and like, this is your dream location.
What is that
I
rock?
think the Paul brothers live out in like Hawaii or something.
I saw this too, Dunaway.
What is that rock thing down at the bottom of the baseball diamond?
It seems to be a fountain for their entryway. It looks like a fountain to me.
I think it's a fountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a water feature, Scott. Maybe not a fountain, but a water feature for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it.
I think it's awesome.
Oh, it's a great looking house. I don't want a baseball field.
Yeah.
I like that driveway, too, because you're entertaining.
I would tell you
Plenty of
this.
parking.
Yeah. I would tell you this. I'm surprised it's still standing. It's in Oklahoma. I mean, those tornadoes run on that flat land all the time.
That is kind of scary. I guarantee he's got an incredible safe room, though.
Now, I'm not real
storm
sure.
shelter, yeah.
I need that second level of the pool. That seems a bit superfluous.
The top level or the bottom level?
No, I'd take the top level to the bottom level. Who's ever going to go down to the bottom level of the pool?
Wait, where's the bottom level of the pool?
Well,
back
you
up
could
top.
jump from the top level and
Here,
dive
let
into
me.
the bottom level.
There you go. See?
I mean, it depends on what kind of parties you got.
Yeah, I mean, Brown.
Oh, that's why I'm saying I don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need it anymore. Back in the day, boy,
Yeah,
I could have
so, I
worn
mean, if you're young and single,
this thing would have
yeah.
been fun.
Yeah, the bottom pool is where you're doing things you don't want people in the top pool to see.
It's not Club La Village, yeah, but
Yes, it is, Brown.
Okay.
It's Club Oklahoma.
Well, you probably got a balcony there on the top level.
Yeah, y'all
there,
move
too,
back.
I mean, I don't know Matt Holliday's
viewing deck.
background.
Viewing deck.
I do know baseball players run harder than anyone, so I
Right.
assume he's had some good nights. But wouldn't you like to just be like, okay, show us the wildest party he's ever had? Just give us a 30-second
Yeah,
clip.
if I'm going to buy this thing, I need to know what skeletons are here. Let me see it.
AI could do it for us.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that is Matt Holliday's Home for Sale. When we come back, we will talk more basketball and football heading into a big weekend. Show being brought to you today by, we got 4 downs in the next segment too. Show being brought to you today by our great friends at A+, Brown.
But do they need to do any work right there for Matt Holliday's house?
I still think the kitchen counters need to be redone.
I would imagine if you buy it, Brad Bill could come in and say, look, it's a great looking house, but I can fix these certain things. Let me tell you what he specializes in fixing: master bath, kitchen, and master bedroom closets. Now, when you hear me say that, don't hear me say it is the only thing he does. Far from it. He does anything that you need worked on in your home, but master bath, kitchen, and master bedroom closets are his specialty. Reason being, number one, you're going to live in the house. You want those rooms to be the best looking they can, the most functional they can be, the nicest they can be. Number two, when you go sell your home, you'll make some of your money back on those rooms. Anything you need doing. When it came time to do the master bath in my house, my wife Jennifer scoured the internet looking for the right person for the job. Brad Bell was the guy she inevitably kept coming back to. You can see more at AlabamaBathRemodels.com, AlabamaBathRemodels.com, or call Brad 205-422-1758, 205-422-1758, or AlabamaBathRemodels.com.
Take the next round anywhere you go with official Next Round gear. Buy yours today at nextround.store.
Hop in. Injured in an Uber or Lyft? Here's the problem. Was it the driver's fault? The other car? The app company? Good luck figuring that out while you're trying to heal. Alexander Shinar Trial Attorneys, they've got a guy for rideshare accidents. And here's the best part. They don't get paid unless you do. You heal. They fight. One call, 659-777-7777, or visit alexwins.law. Alexander Shinar Trial Attorneys, because rideshare accidents need an experienced team. Physical office, Birmingham.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our team member Jacob share what's special about Culver's.
In Wisconsin, our food comes from the heart, and taking the time to handcraft your meal with care is how we've always done it at Culver's. It's why your Butterburger doesn't touch the grill until after you order.
Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from The Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness.
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service. Hey, Lance Taylor from The Next Round to tell you about one of our favorite places for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is Hamburger Heaven since 1982. Hamburger Heaven has been serving Birmingham's best hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, hand-spun milkshakes, and sandwiches made fresh to order. All of their ingredients are fresh and prepared daily. This includes their beef, always fresh, never frozen, hand-pattied each and every day. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, visit any of the 4 locations, Highway 280, Irondale, Gardendale, and Homewood.
Don't miss the greatest show in NASCAR, the 2026 Talladega Superspeedway Jack Links 500 Weekend, Friday, April 25th through Sunday, April 27th. Guarantee your Jack Links 500 Weekend experience today at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com or call 877-GO-TO-DEGA. Have the Talladega Garage Experience Passes, the best way to get the ultimate Talladega experience. Tickets start at just $47 and $18 for kids 12 and under. TalladegaSuperspeedway.com or 877-GO-TO-DEGA.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
4 Downs every day brought to you by our friends at Central Alabama Asphalt. That's the only thing I would have changed about the $136 million home of Matt Holliday, or however much it was.
What if
36-acre, $12 million home.
If he was a NASCAR driver, they could have just done an asphalt track instead of the baseball field.
I didn't like the concrete driveway. I would have gone to the asphalt.
If you were able to get 1.3 for the Breaking Bad house in Albuquerque,
I'd say I'd ask more for that. Central Alabama Asphalt and Construction. When you're going down the road and you see these big, major state, government, municipal roadway projects, there's a chance you're seeing Central Alabama Asphalt and Construction doing that project. And you would look at that and say, well, obviously they got things going well. That is true. They're really good at what they're doing. That is true. But they're too big for me and my little project. That is not true, because they have an entire division that is focused entirely on things like private driveways, parking pads, smaller asphalt jobs like a parking lot for a church or a community center or something like that. It is the same crews. It is the same quality. It's the same no excuse standards. No matter the size of the job, highways to neighborhoods, Central Alabama Asphalt handles it for you. For your estimate on your job, call this number, 205-349-0910, 205-349-0910, or centralalabamaasphalt.com. That is centralalabamaasphalt.com.
First down.
Who wins national championship number 3 first? Dan Hurley or Kirby Smart?
I think I'd go Dan Hurley.
Yeah, I believe Dan Hurley.
Yep.
They're making a push to be a 1 seed, right?
Yeah, if they did it this year, I wouldn't be stunned at all.
Yeah, so they'll be in the mix this year.
You know, it's kind of crazy when both Kirby and Dan Hurley won back-to-backs. You're like, they can't miss it at a third. But now where we are, you just never know. I feel like both are going to get one more. I hate to do it. I think I would go Dan Hurley, too.
I think Hurley may get more than one more. I mean, I could see Hurley. That guy's just a machine. UConn obviously is investing in this program. Are
they going to continue to be able to keep up with it, though? That's the only thing I don't
know.
Ask.
You know, he's openly critical. It's fun to watch because the guy has no filter, and he knows, and he will say it point blank, I got enough capital here to say stuff like this. He was critical of his fan base. He said, I think it was when they were playing, it might have been Creighton the other night. He said that McDermott said to him, what's going on with the crowd, man? This place used to be packed. And he was like, I told him, I'm embarrassed that it's not for you. And he's like, you're right. This place used to be packed. And he even said, like, when we used to go play St. John's, we called it Stores South because so many of you came down to New York and filled up Madison Square Garden. He goes, y'all don't do that anymore. I mean, he was just dogging out his fan base. He's like, basically the same thing Nick Saban used to do is you've gotten comfortable with what we do and you leave at halftime. That was his big thing. And now Hurley's like, y'all don't even show up anymore. So the guy's bold enough to call out his fan base, so he's going to be there a little bit, I think. I don't think he'll ever go to the NBA. I think he'll win more than one more.
Did that happen to be when that massive blizzard was going on up there?
I don't think it was. I think it was before that, but I could be wrong. But and it might not have been McDermott. Whatever coach it was, he was like, he point blank asked me, what's up with the crowd, man? This place just used to be packed for the game. He's unlikable, Hurley, but you cannot argue with the fact the guy can flat out coach.
Second down.
What is more surprising to you guys? The fact that Ohio State has not won a Big Ten championship since 2020, or the Miami Dolphins have not won a playoff game since 2000?
That's the longest streak in the NFL. Somebody asked me that Sunday at church, the Dolphins came up, and somebody was like, well,
so the Browns have won one since?
Yeah, the Dolphins have the longest streak. Okay. Everybody has won a playoff game since the Dolphins have. Now, the Dolphins don't have the longest streak of missing the playoffs. Is that the Jets right now, I think, maybe?
I think so, yeah.
But somebody was like, I get this question a lot, what made you a Dolphins fan? And I always talk about how, watching Marino as a kid, I thought they'll be in the Super Bowl all the time. The last Super Bowl they were in, they've not been back. They haven't been to an AFC Championship game since 1992. Haven't won a playoff game since 2000. It has been futility.
No, I know
basically my entire fandom.
It sounds crazy that it's been that long for the Dolphins, but if you look at the success of Ohio State, to not win a Big Ten championship since 2020 is pretty insane, isn't it?
To your point, they've won a national championship since they've won the Big Ten. I still would go with the Miami Dolphins because I grew up when the Dolphins were one of the franchises in the NFL.
Dolphins,
the fact
Cowboys.
They haven't won a playoff game in 25
Dolphins,
seasons.
Cowboys, Steelers, Packers. I mean, those were your primo
Packers
NFL.
were no good when I was young.
Yeah,
kind of me too.
They were not good until the 90s.
Yeah, until Favre.
Yeah.
The NFLPA, though, doing this, this survey that they do every single year on the best franchises for Miami to be ranked number one back-to-back years now.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, that's based on ownership. I'm not a fan of our owner, but apparently the players are. Ownership, coaching, team facilities, things like that. I know y'all take a shot at the team facility. Y'all went to the old one. They've built a new one right there at Hard Rock since then, and it's obviously top of the line.
I wouldn't want the 40-minute drive to get to it, but sure.
If you live in South Beach, it's a hole.
I saw, though, that some of the grades, like they had F-. Like, what kind of a shot is that at the organization if you've got everybody voting and it's not just an F, it's an F-?
Wasn't Cincinnati ownership an F-? Didn't he get an F-?
Possibly.
I think so, yeah. But the Steelers' facilities was an F.
Yeah.
Their locker room was an F.
They share it with Pittsburgh. I've always thought, how nice can it be? They share it with the Pitt Panthers. I mean, who's sharing a facility with a college team if you're an NFL team?
I thought it was interesting, the on-field or the field, some of the rankings for that. And I guess it was the surface.
Yeah. You know what I saw is at Forrester, I saw the Falcons when our buddy Mike Johnson was sending it out. And your home field got a C-. And that's all based on fans, right, Scott?
No,
I mean, the stadium's nice.
I thought the home field was actually the turf.
The surface? I thought it was
The more
like
I
home field
looked at it,
advantage.
I think it's the turf.
Yeah, I think it's the playing surface.
So is that a bad surface in Atlanta? Is that considered a bad surface? I never have heard that.
I mean, like the Rams, SoFi got a C.
Oh, if they're going surface, then I hope the Cardinals got an F-. That's the worst one in the NFL.
It's slippery, but I think they're really worried about injuries.
See, when I saw home field, I assumed that was, what is our home field advantage
Falcons,
like?
treatment of families, B+. Home field is a C-.
I mean, they play a lot of college football games there, and I don't remember that ever being a talking point when.
Yeah, I'm with Scott. I've never heard that was a bad surface.
Now, if you want to bang on the fan base.
Well, that's what I thought that was.
Deserved.
It's deserved.
Maybe the surface is a little hard.
Maybe,
when you have to play on 17 games and those guys that are playing 8 or 9 games. Yeah. As opposed to the one-off with college guys that don't really notice it.
Yeah. Scott, the Dolphins seem to love your surface this year in Atlanta. I was there for that game. You get blown out by that Dolphins team. But go ahead.
Buffalo Bills' home field is an F.
Well, they're getting rid of it. It's good news.
Yeah. Carolina, F.
James Worthy, 65 years old today. Tony Gonzalez, 50 years old today. Better career, Tony Gonzalez or James Worthy?
I think I'd go James Worthy and... Tony Gonzalez, you're talking about the NFL tight end,
yes.
right? Okay. James Worthy. What?
What's the other Tony Gonzalez?
Well, I was just making sure I wasn't missing one.
You're my neighbor.
He's a great sales guy. James Worthy, Dunaway, I think if he had been on another NBA franchise, he would have, in a weird way, been a bigger star. I mean, he was that was a star-heavy franchise that he was on, and I think sometimes forget how good of a player he is because he was with Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
But I would still have him in my all-time Lakers starting 5 as far as my Laker fandom. Because I would go Magic, Kobe, I would go
Shaq.
Big Game James, I would go Shaq and Kareem.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good lineup.
I don't think you're going to lose.
But, James Worthy won 3 championships. He was the finals MVP one year. He won a college national championship with Dean Smith in North Carolina.
But he was never Dunaway better than the third best player on that roster.
No, but that's how good the rosters used to be.
That's right, yeah. But if you'd have put him somewhere else, he'd have been a bigger star in a lot of ways.
But, for a minute, Tony Gonzalez was viewed as maybe the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah.
I was still in that conversation and didn't play for always great teams.
Yeah.
Had some moments for both teams.
But Kansas City was not Kansas City of today when Tony Gonzalez was there, but he was so dang good.
4th down.
I'll never forget talking to Brody Croyle about him once, and Brody just said, "That's pretty dang good check down, ain't it?" I was like, yeah, it's a pretty dang good check down, Brody.
Elizabeth Taylor would have been 94. Better career, Elizabeth Taylor or John Elway?
I know Elizabeth Taylor more for how many husbands did she have?
She had seven total. Her first husband, do you know who it was?
Didn't she duplicate one? She have 7 different people, or
She had
have
7 different.
7 different
Now
husbands.
she married Richard Burton twice.
So a marriage is 7 husbands.
Yeah. But her first marriage only lasted like 8 months.
Who was it?
And he was in an episode of Mad Men.
Who?
Connie Hilton.
Oh, Connie Hilton. She was married to him.
And I read that the reason they got a divorced, and boy, it was a lot. He was abusive, unfaithful, and had a heroin problem.
Well, I mean, we'll look over some of that.
Can you prove that?
A lot of people in chat are saying Liz Taylor, but my point was going to be, I don't know what she actually did other than be married a lot.
Well, she was in Bye Bye Birdie.
Okay.
But I only know that because of Mad Men.
No, but she was Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Cleopatra.
I do remember her being
She
in
won
Cleopatra, yeah.
multiple Best Actress Oscars.
Oh, so she was a good actress.
Yeah, so
she wasn't just a sex symbol.
No, his Super Bowls, which were two wins.
Yeah.
The same with her Oscar wins.
Interesting. I was going to easily go Elway. I did not know she was considered that good. I just assumed she was a sex symbol.
Also, she was on Screen Legends list.
So there again, I did not realize she was held in that high
close.
regard. Yeah.
Now she.
Absolutely. That is 4 Downs, brought to you by Central Alabama Asphalt. Show also being brought to you today by our friends at Crane U. The opportunity, the Crane U folks can really change your life. But even if you're already a crane operator and you just want to get better at your skills, they can do that for you too.
Yeah, and they're givers too. We're going to give you guys some information about what is coming up with our friends at Crane U here in the next couple of weeks. But if you are looking for that new career, or you just really want to fine-tune the career you're already in, get the crane training you need today. If you're looking, you need the further training, or you want to advance your current one, friends at Crane U offer the comprehensive state-of-the-art, fully stocked training facilities for the mobile cranes, the overhead lifts, forklift training. If you want to use your own equipment, the team at Crane U will come to you. On-site, on-location training offered nationwide. Make your job easier, your job site safer. Crane U also offers certification safety inspections to ensure the safest environment possible. Classes are available monthly. For more information, craneu.com, or call 855-CRANE-U. Mention the next round, get 10% off all the great services from our friends at Crane U.
Hey, and right now at Bojangles, for a limited time, you can grab that Bojangler. It is a great Alaskan pollock fish fillet with Bo's famous seasoning. The deluxe adds pickles, tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, and tartar sauce. You could start your day putting up threes with a triple-double biscuit, triple the protein, sausage, egg, and bacon, double the cheese, and it's all on a scratch-made biscuit. That biscuit and all their other biscuits, including the ham biscuits, 2 for $5 right now at Bojangles, you can try with a brand-new iced coffee to make it an absolute slam dunk. Finish any meal the way you ought to with a brand-new strawberry cobbler, all at your local Bojangles, where you can always make it bow time.
All right, so you win the Super Bowl. The first thing you want to do, you want to get Super Bowl gear. So Norman did this. He ordered straight from New Era. He gets his Super Bowl gear. Turns out really good.
Got my Champions hats in the mail today. I ordered it in 2 sizes to make sure I had the right fit. They canceled the other size, 7 3/4, so I only got the 7 5/8. Looks great. Except there's one problem.
Oh, no. Patriots on the back?
What I'm
That is some dipshittery on another fucking level. I have never seen some dumb shit like that before.
That is.
But you see the
So
Champions.
needless to say, they got a scathing email from me.
I bet they did.
The Champions logo, if you pull it back, the C's hanging off the back, it's not even flush.
Well,
See?
yeah, it looks like the stitching has come undone there.
Yeah, as much gear as I like from the Rams, I never got any of the Super Bowl championship. I don't like that extra flair.
How on earth
How
do you make
pick
that
up?
mistake?
That's crazy.
Yeah, well,
and send it out.
I would tell you that that blue's close enough to where I think they had some hats pre-printed, maybe.
Yeah, we got the Patriots ones ready to go.
Yeah, but don't you pre-print the favorite?
No. Covered all their bases there.
Yeah.
So we now know a big batch of hats are going to make it down to Colombia, Argentina.
That's right. They're going to be super confused about who won this one.
Sudan.
God, how many of those did they send out?
Oh, my God.
What a mess.
And that's new era. That's
I'll
not
tell
like
you,
some fly-by-night.
Again, first world problem, but having to send something back is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It really is.
Always great customer service from our friends at Talladega. The new Jack Links 500 weekend is coming up April the 25th through the 27th. You can be part of the race weekend. Get your tickets there, TalladagaSuperspeedway.com, TalladagaSuperspeedway.com, 877-GO-TO-DEGA. I always tell you about the garage experience and how you can upgrade your ticket. Here's why you should do it. You get access to the NASCAR Cup Series garage bay viewing areas. Literally, you reach out and touch the car. That's how close you are to it as they're working on it. Pre-race ceremonies, you got access. You get driver, crew chief question and answer sessions. Mobile One Victory Lane trophy photos, Kids Zone, free Wi-Fi, value price at concessions, and so much more. That ticket, that garage experience ticket, is an upgrade when you buy your ticket right there at TalladagaSuperspeedway.com. Ask about it on the phone, 877-GO-TO-DEGA, or get all the details when you buy your tickets right now, TalladagaSuperspeedway.com.
Follow Brownie on Twitter and Instagram at Ryan Brown Live.
We interrupt this program for breaking news. From the gators of the litigation situation. Insurance companies have a playbook. I repeat, insurance companies have a playbook. Deny, delay, defend. They know which law firms will fold and settle cheap. They are not on your side. That's corporate greed at work. At Alexander Sonara Trial Attorneys, we fight back. We have the resources, the muscle, and the will to take them on. And you don't pay a dime unless we win. They fight dirty. We fight hard. Call 659-777-7777 or hit up alexwins.law.
Physical office location, Birmingham.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing. Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from The Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie-cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness.
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service.
Let's go racing. It's time for the Jack Links 500 at Talladega, April the 27th, and you can get your tickets right now at TalladagaSuperspeedway.com or calling 877-GO-TO-DEGA. Don't forget to enhance your ticket with the garage experience, everything from watching the Cup teams work on the cars to the Mobile One Victory Lane trophy presentation. The most exciting, unpredictable racing in the world at Talladega, TalladagaSuperspeedway.com, 877-GO-TO-DEGA.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time.
It's bow time. It's bow time.
The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time.
It's bow time.
Jim Dunaway, Lance Taylor, Ryan Brown. Live from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino Studios, the next round, presented by Bud Light, is on now.
Final hour of the show. Brought to you always by our friends at Champy's World Famous Fried Chicken. Sterling is standing by down there. The door has been open for 43 seconds. That means there are 3 tables already set. That's how good the chicken is. They're waiting at the door for Sterling to open it up. It's brined overnight. It's cooked to order. It's piping hot and ready to go. Hand-cut chicken fingers, the best honey mustard made in-house you'll ever taste. They give the run with the ranch as well, made in-house. In-house made sides, in-house made desserts. The caramel cake, Tyler would crawl to Alabaster right now, Highway 119 for that caramel cake, wouldn't you?
I would. On my hands and knees on 280.
Key lime pie, 280 will
You're
be
going
a
the wrong
long
way.
way to get there.
You're
You
going to
take the
go
long
65,
way.
65, Tyler.
I'll figure it out. I'll get there.
Yeah. You'll want to throw Waze in, is what you'll want to do. You probably want to just Uber. Go ahead and just Uber down there. Highway 119 in Alabaster, great lunch, great dinner, great happy hour. Perfect for any of your needs when it comes to food, whether it's meetings or parties. They'll take care of you. Brownie, tell us how important the Auburn game is again.
Well, I mean, first of all, Ole Miss is a quad 3 loss for Auburn if they take on a quad 3 loss. So let me quickly pull it up. I'm going to guess offhand.
I just needed to cough.
I know you needed to cough.
I just needed you to cover that up for me.
I'm going to pull it up offhand and say that would be Auburn's only quad 3 loss. You don't think Auburn's had a quad 3 loss with their schedule, do you?
They have not.
Yeah, so that would be Auburn's first quad 3 loss, and it would come at the worst possible time to take your first quad 3 loss here. Or 8-0 in quad 3 in 4 games, 2-0 in quad 3. So this would be a terrible loss. Their next one is quad 2. It's not that much better when they play LSU. Obviously, their lone remaining regular season quad 1 is at Alabama.
So big game tomorrow for Auburn. New bracketology today. Auburn's an 11. They're now one of the last 4 in. And right now, if it's the tournament started today, first of all, we'd be like, wow, we got to March really quick.
We made it.
We flew through February, which we have, by the way. It's March next week. But there's the new bracketology. Auburn. The only thing keeping Auburn from being out of the tournament right now is TCU, Santa Clara, and Indiana.
I mean, boy, Indiana. I mean, are they ever in a basketball wilderness? Are they ever going to get out of that basketball wilderness?
I don't know if Indiana fans care now.
Yeah, true. They've become a football school, obviously.
But those 4 schools right there, when we start talking next week and the week after about bid stealers from these smaller conferences, or when we get to the bigger conferences where you really get bid stealers, somebody that's not in, when a team like, I don't know, pick USC or Ohio State lucks up and makes a run in the Big Ten tournament or something, that's when you get into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah. Can I make another point about Auburn? And I don't know if they can do this. They're 6-9 in conference right now, but if they win these next 2, depending on what happens, they could potentially climb their way out of the first day of the SEC tournament. And I think that's a good thing because it would give you, you would play a lesser team, you would advance on into Friday and have a shot at playing a really good team on Friday and getting a win that would help you.
And Auburn's beaten the best of the best in the SEC.
Yeah.
They beat Florida in Gainesville.
Though, as I say it out loud, you've got a better shot. So if you are in the Wednesday games and you move to Thursday, you're going to play seeds 8 through 5. Which is a team that would help your resume, but also an easier team to what?
I've noticed the last 2 days you doing the imaginary bracket in your head has caused you to be a little hesitant because you screwed it up.
First of all, I screwed it up and had
Yeah.
the Tuesday game still being played. But now that I know the Tuesday games are played. But you see, all right, so answer this question for me, though. If you're Auburn, would you rather play on Wednesday, you get another win, it's against a crap team, but it is another win that helps your record, and then you get a 5 through 8 seed on Thursday that you could beat that would help your resume, or You play on Thursday, you get that crap win on Thursday, and then you have to beat a 1 through 4 seed to help your resume. I think you might actually be better off in that first scenario where you play Wednesday.
But if I'm Steven, I'm just focusing on these next 2 games.
That's right.
You get the Ole Miss, LSU, you should be in. Deserving or not, I think if you win 2 or 3, you're in.
Yeah.
Cut 2, Tyler. Alabama trying to break the jinx at Tennessee. They've lost 5 straight. But another thing they're looking on is trying to get some help in the paint with Aiden Sherrill, and Williamson seems to be progressing in a positive way. And then against Mississippi State, Taylor Bol Bowen had one of his better games, and Nate Oates gets asked about what they need from TBB.
Is this the kind of game that you want to see more consistently out of Taylor?
Yeah, all over the glass. I mean, had 6 rebounds in less than 19 minutes. That, yeah, I thought he was good. Hey, you could tell he's rusty. He had the one travel. He fumbled the catch there. He's got to get practice reps. He's got to continue to get game reps. We got to get him back in the flow. But yes, I was generally very happy with his effort, his defense. Even he went down, chased down the one, ended up being a goaltend. But his effort on that play, no, he was good. This is what we need out of Taylor.
Yeah. Anything he can do to be a big body when Sherrill's on the bench would be positive.
Give me this. If Taylor Bol Bowen, for the remainder of however many games Alabama has left, plays Mo Diabate level for Alabama last year, they're an Elite 8
Well, I
team.
think coming off Mississippi State, again, that was a complete, curb stomping. But 10-6. 10-6 night in, night out.
Oh, yeah, if he gives you that, that's better than Mo Diabate level. I'm just saying, if he were just what Mo Diabate was for this team last year, Dunaway, if that's Taylor Bol Bowen moving forward, Alabama's an Elite 8 team, I think.
Could be, yeah. Look, and I think for Bol Bowen, I don't think it's about really the points. I think it's back to what Nate pointed out there, 6 boards in, 19 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, what you need out of Taylor Bol Bowen is when Sherrill has to be on the bench, it is not just a massive drop-off.
Yeah, I mean, you've got length out there.
Yeah, you got some length out there that can alter shots, can erase mistakes, can pull down some boards, can score if needed.
Yep.
I really don't. I don't even need a ton of points out of you. I just need you to do. I mean, that's what Moby Diabate did, right? You didn't get a ton of points out of him.
Yeah.
But he was an eraser sometimes on defense. He helped you there. He would pull down some key boards. If you could get that type of play out of him, I really do think Alabama is at least an Elite 8 team with the way their backcourt's playing right now.
Texas and Texas A&M play. Bucky got the win in Austin, and they need this one tomorrow, 3 o'clock ESPN2, as Bucky and them are in the 10 seed, last 4 byes in the latest bracketology, just ahead of where Auburn is right now. So that's the SEC. Big weekend coming up, including my favorite play on the board, Arkansas getting a boatload of points against Florida. It'll be interesting to see Thomas Houck's ankle and how he comes back from rolling it in the win over the weekend for the Florida Gators. That's basketball this weekend. A little more football here after LT tells us about our friends at Hemp Hill Services. Don't forget they got 24 hours, 7 day a week, 365 days a year emergency service when you need it.
Yeah, and remember, that is the name Birmingham has trusted since 1954 for all of your plumbing, heating, cooling issues. It's going to be in the 70s this week. You need to make sure once we roll into spring that your cooling is ready to keep up with this changing weather. Adam, Chad, Andrew, the guys there awaiting your call. 205-229-2090. Hard to stop a train. For more information, hemphillservices.com.
I'm sorry, one more basketball note. I moved away from basketball too quick. USA Today has 13 teams that can win the national championship. Brown, do you still keep up with your
the KenPom?
No, you do your metric something,
Well,
blah, blah, blah.
I need
offensive and defensive.
Yeah. That's from KenPom. I can look at that real quick and tell you if these teams qualify.
Yeah,
Is
it real quick or is it?
As you say their name, it'll take me 2 seconds to look them up. But all these teams are going to be near the top of this, obviously. For those that don't know, KenPom, the basketball analytics site, teams, I think it's every team that's won the championship since they started this, finished the season. This is through the tournament and everything. Top 40 offensive efficiency, top 25 defensive efficiency, both those. So you go and I'll tell you if they fit.
I think 13's about right. I think I can count out 13 teams that would not shock me if they won the national championship.
All right, fire away.
Is there – so you got –
Yeah.
Could you make it a smaller than 13 number, or is 13 the number you agree with?
Oh, I could make it smaller, but I mean, I could get to 13 and I've got 13 here that I'm like, I could see it.
Okay. Can you get to 14?
Can I interest
Can I
you
get
in 14?
JT Toppin back?
That's a no, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get to 14.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, maybe St. John's would have been in play for 14 until you saw him the other night. And I just, based on that St. John's team, I know it was a one-off.
Not a lot of times on the obvious. Michigan.
Easy.
Yep.
Duke.
Yep. Easy.
Arizona.
They fit. All these teams fit.
Florida is fourth on their
They
list.
fit.
Yep. Houston is fifth.
Obviously. Yep.
I personally don't think Houston can.
You've
but
been a doubter all year long.
Illinois is sixth.
They can.
Now, Illinois, outside the defensive metric, by the way, right now at Ken Palm, they are 31st defensively. You got to be top 25. They're first offensively, but 31st defensively. So that's the first team you've mentioned that does not fit that criteria.
Purdue.
I would have Purdue there.
Purdue in, but no. They're outside the defense. They're in on offense outside the defense.
Michigan State, who beat Purdue last night.
I don't know if I would have Michigan State on this list.
They barely are inside offense. They're at 36 offensively.
Iowa State.
Yes.
Iowa State is in both.
Kansas.
I would have Kansas.
Kansas is outside, believe it or not, offensively. They're 43rd offensively.
UConn.
Definitely UConn.
Yeah,
Definitely
they're in.
Gonzaga.
I would have Gonzaga.
They are in both.
Yep. And one more they have here. Who else do you have?
Well, there's one team that fits the criteria, and I would not have guessed this team fits the criteria, and I don't think this is the team you're covering up right here.
I would have Arkansas.
Arkansas is my team, too. That's who USA Today has, is Arkansas.
Do you know
I'd have Arkansas, too.
Do you know who fits the criteria right now that you did not mention? And it is an SEC team not named Arkansas.
That is the Vanderbilt Commodores.
21st defensively, 12th offensively.
No
and
shot.
I do not watch Vanderbilt and think at all they are a national championship contender. Yeah. They got a really good player.
Tyler Taylor's really good.
That could be the story of the tournament, but I don't know that they're a national champion.
But again, there's a huge drop-off between Tanner and Acuff, and I think Acuff is one of those guys, when Billy Richmond's on, that backcourt is so freaking good. So outside of Florida, they're the only team that has a shot.
Just quickly,
Florida and Arkansas is the only people USA Today says can win the national championship out of the SEC.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a team that's close that you did not mention. Tennessee actually meets the criteria, 37th offensively, 14th defensively. This does not feel like Lawrence has had better teams than this.
I would think that Texas Tech meets the criteria, but without Toppin now.
It's
Do they?
You'll have to give me a second. I've got this sorted a different way. They do not. They're outside defensively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They changed tremendously
Virginia?
after energy. Tennessee doesn't their guards don't scare me like they usually do. Virginia with a fun game at Duke. That's a good basketball.
Yeah, they meet the criteria. And that guy, he's in his first year, Odom. He's done a really nice job.
Nebraska meet the criteria?
They don't, Lance. They're so far out offensively. No, they're fifth defensively, 53rd offensively in efficiency. So those are some of the teams that were pretty close.
For our audience, how does Alabama match up?
Well, I'm going to have to dig down in the defensive rating. That's where Alabama's deficient.
They were in the
right now.
60s the other day, 66.
Yeah, that's where I was going to look for them here. They're at 66. They're third offensively, but 66 defensively. And you got to be, to meet this criteria, you got to be top 25. So there's zero chance. Some of these teams could make up the deficiency with the remaining games. I mean, you've got 6 in the tournament, couple conference tournament, couple regular seasons. You got 10, 12, 14 games left to make this up and change the averages. There's zero chance Alabama can. That's 66.
Yeah. Alabama this year is Texas Tech under Cliff Kingsbury.
But if I'm three in offense and I got to be in the top 25 and I'm 66 in defense, that's 22 from 25. If I can make up offense for defense there, see what I'm doing
Yeah,
here?
you're closing the gap. Now, I will say this. Alabama entered this, as I remember it, around 80-ish defensive efficiency last year.
Yeah.
And went all the way to the Elite Eight. But what eventually caught up with them in the Elite Eight? What was it that...
Well, they didn't have the same inside game as UConn did, but it was their defense.
Yeah, or Duke, actually.
Last year, Duke.
Yeah, last year, Duke.
Final 4 year.
Yeah, Final 4 year,
They were
UConn.
even worse defensively than they were last year.
That is correct. Yeah, they were the massive outlier defensively in the Final 4 year.
I'm just wondering.
Okay.
Where is Miami of Ohio on both these?
Oh, where are they just on the rankings?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I got to find them in the actual KenPom ranking. They've been hanging around down in the 60s or 70s right now.
No, I think they're 58, somewhere around there. Look,
is that where you saw them?
You know, the crazy thing, though, if they do win out, there's a chance they're going to be, not that it matters, national rankings right around 15.
On the AP poll?
Yeah.
And then not in the tournament, potentially?
Yeah, possibly.
Why can I not find them, Jim?
There we go. Forrester has pulled it.
They got him at 82.
82. They are 59th offensively, 135 defensively. I am telling you, if they get in,
you think Alabama would like to draw the 135th defense?
I mean, if Bama got that in a 5-12, Alabama would run them out of the building.
That is,
in a 5-12.
if they get in, everyone will have them losing in
the
that first round.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be in a 5. If they get in, either way, they're not going to be much higher than an 11 seed, I wouldn't think. So they're going to be in a 6-11, 5-12 game.
And that number
they won't be in 11. That's the play-in games.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, my apologies.
They're
Unless
probably,
they get sent to Dayton, they don't win their conference tournament and get sent to Dayton. They could,
But in a 5-12, they're probably getting 6.5, 7 points.
I mean, I would pick against them. Now, it's depending on who the matchup is. But
a lot of SEC teams are on the 5 line right now, Tennessee and Vandy.
Yeah, how would you like Acuff and Arkansas against that defense? Would you go Arkansas there?
I'd like them a lot.
Yeah.
I'd like them a lot. All right, that's a final thought on basketball there. Big weekend coming up. Michelson gives us one more football thought here. LT, tell us about Michelson.
Yeah, 205-969-8100, the number that I called. If you wear contacts or glasses, you're wasting money each and every year. I'm speaking from experience. Make the call that I made. Ask for Amy. Toe the next round sent you. Dr. Mark Michelson, Dr. Jen Michelson, best of the business. Stop procrastinating. If you've thought about LASIK, find out if it is right for you with our friends at Michelson Laser Vision. For more information, michelsonlaservision.com.
Hey, before we talk portal quarterbacks, the Cowboys have done something today. They've officially tagged former Hoover High and Georgia Bulldog George Pickens with the franchise tag. So that was expected in some circles, so they've officially done that now. So they've tagged George Pickens.
You have over $60 million wrapped up in your 1 and 2 receivers.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure which one's 1 and which one's 2.
Yeah, I mean, this year it was number 1 was Pickens, the way he played. CeeDee Lamb, I still have confidence that he probably is the better of the 2. You just don't know if you can trust George Pickens long term, but he's going to be playing for his contractual life this year. He's getting $28 million. I think CeeDee Lamb's roughly $35 million is what he's getting paid.
This is the good for George Pickens that you make that kind of payday. But as a receiver or a running back, this is scary territory. I mean, you blow a knee out, and what's your value next year when you become a free agent? They don't put the franchise tag on you.
Easy for us to say, but I think I could make it to the finish line with the $28 million.
Oh, 100%.
But who was the guy that was trying to? Was it Odell Beckham? I guess it was. Everybody sees we sign these $100 million deals, but what they don't realize is after your 3rd or 4th car and after your 2nd house, I mean, it was really going down like that.
Yes.
And I might have 15 or 20 million left. I mean, that's not going to last you a lifetime.
All right, portal quarterbacks on 3 ranked them on where the portal quarterbacks are. Byron Brown getting so much love this offseason. Auburn's new quarterback is number 2 on this list. Top quarterback commits out of this portal. Levitt 1, Byron Brown of Auburn 2, Longstreet 3rd. That's an LSU guy too, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Deuce Knight to Ole Miss 4, Austin Simmons from Ole Miss to Missouri 5, Minchie to Kentucky, Philo is down to Florida. I don't know who Tia is, Tristan Tia. Landon Clark and A.J. Swan.
Tia's the guy that went from Oregon State to Auburn. Did Josh Hoover die?
So 2 Auburn guys.
Yeah. Did Josh Hoover die, Lance? Did I miss this story?
No, this is SEC.
SEC.
Yeah, this is SEC.
Right, my bad.
I mean, they've got 1 and 2 right. I think 3 should be Austin Simmons.
Yeah, I'd put him in front of Longstreet. First of all, is Longstreet, I mean, that's just depth. He's not going to start.
Yeah, I've seen enough of Austin Simmons. I think he can be a quality quarterback, especially for Eli Drinkwitz.
And Deuce Knight's not going to play now.
I mean, Levitt healthy is going to be fantastic, and so is Byron Brown.
But nobody has seen Aaron Philo except for brief moments at Georgia Tech. Everyone's raving about this guy. Have you seen him at all?
Nope.
No. The outside of coming in and spelling Haynes King.
And he's supposed to be the penciled-in starter for the Florida Gators this year.
Well, I started looking at their schedule when we were talking to Doring yesterday, and, you brought up earlier this week that who was it that had them getting to a college football playoff?
In line for their first, and not necessarily making it, but USC was number 1, likely to make their first ever playoff. Florida was on his list. Brad Crawford, CBS Sports 24/7.
Forrester, I don't know how quick you can pull their schedule. I hate to make you do that on the fly, but when I started to really process the schedule,
it's brutal.
Oh, I think they can win 10 games.
No, Florida?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
We just looked at it the other day and said they were lucky to get to 8.
No, we had them at 8. We had them at 8.
I think 8 is probably the number, but I'm saying they could get to 10 if you look at this schedule.
Yeah, okay. We had them at 8.
I'll tell you what the numbers are right now.
Y'all split Auburn and Ole Miss.
We did.
But,
so
I'm going to win both of those. That's 9.
I'm going to need Lance to sell me on getting to 10 wins here. So I'm going to obviously give them FAU and Campbell at home to open the year. So we're 2-0 here. Now we're at Auburn.
Okay,
Auburn's got to win that one to get to 10.
Right, they're going to be a 3-point favorite. Auburn will be now.
All right.
So, I mean, that game's a coin flip.
You host Ole Miss. Difficult game, but you don't get to 10 without that one.
But Florida's going to be favored in that game.
Okay.
There it is. Forrester has pulled it up. But
you're at Missouri.
Missouri's a winnable game.
Missouri's going to be a 3 or 4 point favorite.
And you host South Carolina. You're not 10 wins without winning all of those. So now you've started the year, 6-0.
That's what, when we were talking to Dorian and I pulled the schedule, I was like, I'm not going to be surprised if he is 5-0 going to Texas.
Okay.
6-0.
6-0. It'll be 6-0.
Yeah.
But now you're going to take back-to-back losses in all likelihood,
but
right?
5-1 going to Texas.
Oh, 5-1 going to Texas.
Is in play.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I mean.
But I do think to get to 10, you probably have to be 6-0.
Okay, then you got Texas and Georgia.
You've probably got back-to-back losses right there. Now you've got Oklahoma at home.
You're going to be favored. Or it's going to be close.
If you can survive that one, now you got me. At Kentucky, Vandy, at Florida State to finish. Not a difficult finish.
Yeah. I mean, you can draw 10 up.
They're only going to be more.
Everything's got to go right for that.
More than a touchdown underdog in 2 games, and that's Texas and Georgia.
Georgia, remember, neutral site Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta this year.
Which will be basically like Sanford Stadium, I would imagine.
That actually might be fun to go to on Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Would you want your first cocktail party to not? Have you been to a cocktail party?
I've been to one, Yeah. I went to one way back in the day.
I guess if I would go to a cocktail party, that game has never had a great appeal to me, but if I go, I'd go to Jacksonville.
I just think with the change of scenery, like everybody probably will try to really bring in the world's largest cocktail party to Atlanta. I bet it'll be a good setting.
Yeah. Fun times. Absolutely.
I mean, 10...
But you can get there.
You can, but boy, everything's got to go right. And
he's your national coach of the year.
Oh, going from 4 wins to 10 wins? Yes. And he's in the playoffs on top of all of that. Yeah.
Well, that's why I brought that up. Like, for anybody that says they've got a chance, I was like, there's no way. And then you start to look at the schedule, and if they get to 10, they're in.
Yeah.
One more thing in college football, right after we tell you this hour of the show being brought to you by our friends at Champy's, world-famous fried chicken, champyschicken.com, Highway 119 in Alabaster. It's that time of year now where you're about to start driving down for spring break to the beach or to the lake and stuff, and you're passing that Alabaster exit on I-65. Right off that exit on 119 is Champy's Chicken, a destination lunch location. If you're from Alabaster, Montevallo, Pelham, Helena, you know Champy's Chicken is so good. But if you're from anywhere else and you watch and listen to our show, make it an appointment. Make it a destination lunch or dinner location to stop off there on Highway 119 in Alabaster and enjoy Champy's Chicken. Brined overnight, cooked to order, piping hot. I love the 2 big old breasts, the in-house made sides, the hand-cut chicken fingers, the in-house made desserts. It's all right there with Sterling. He's the best. champyschicken.com. Cut number 5. Jeff Traylor. This is from earlier this month. Forrester always likes me to point this out. This is from February 5th, not this week. But Jeff Traylor is trying to stir up NIL money. Trying to stir up, hey, somebody, we need a Cody Campbell. We need Brown's big billionaire booster. And Jeff Traylor says, why not some media influencer? Why don't you basically buy the UTSA Roadrunners? Here you go.
You got to find a way to fundraise. So if you come up with some idea, I have an idea. It sounds like East Carolina's going to copy it. I will give total access to this building at all times, 24/7, 365. We'll have a live reality TV show. If somebody will just go buy a national championship, we're just going to bet. We're going to bet on the Roadrunners. We're going to bet on the Triangle of Toughness. We're going to put down $50 million, and we're going to go buy us a national championship and have total access, live reality TV. Make your money back. I'm here for it if somebody wants to donate.
Now, Mr. Beast has bought in with East Carolina, or at least he's thinking about it. Forrester knows a little bit more about that, but you brought Mr. Beast to the show and how many followers he has. He's looking at maybe jumping in with East Carolina. Should I do this? He's asking on his social media platform, $100 million to make ECU a national champion.
Maybe guys like Jeff Traylor don't care anymore. How much credit do we give Joey McGuire?
Not that much.
Not as much as we give Cody Campbell.
No, but I feel like that was a direct shot at Joey McGuire.
Well, it might have been, but if we give him $50 million and he wins a national championship, people aren't going to be like, Jeff Traylor's a hell of a coach.
No, you're right. It's good. Y'all bought one. That was two points on that, on Jeff Traylor, and then we'll do East Carolina too, because they may be the same 2 points for East Carolina. I am as big a college football fan as anybody in this world. We all love college football. Watch all day Saturday. My interest level in 24/7 UTSA football, very, very low.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Alabama, 24/7 access. I'm not sure. You will need to edit up the good parts and give it to me in a consumable 30-minute fashion.
In a TikTok.
But I can watch 30 minutes. I'm not going to sit there and watch a live feed.
If you came back and we heard that UTSA has got more funds than they've ever had, and they've got an $11 million roster, I think it makes them more interesting. $50 million doesn't really do anything for me because they should be elite.
That's right. And but I will say, you say that. That was my second point. I don't think $50 million is enough to win one at UTSA.
No, we've got reported multiple $40 million rosters this year, as many as 6 or 7.
That are far better rosters than what UTSA starts with when they start spending their $50 million. Like you see what I'm saying? Like the lower end of the Ohio State. Let's say Ohio State's one of the 40 million.
Yeah.
The lower end of their roster is naturally going to be better than the lower end of UTSA's, no matter what you're spending.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, 1 through 22 is going to be really good.
That's right. You can all buy the 1 through 22, but now do 22 through 80. That's going to be way better at Ohio State.
Yeah. Mr. Beast was closer with $100 million to buy a roster.
You're in the ballpark now. Could you win one? Do you think you could win one for $100 million at East Carolina?
Well, I mean, who's available? Who can I buy? Who am I getting at quarterback?
Well, the way I would do it.
Well, you're going to be spending a lot of money on one.
I'd go out and I'd offer somebody $5 million at quarterback, and then I would
Miami
say
did that with Darian Minson.
No, a lot of places have, but here's what I would say: for every playoff win you get me, I'll give you an additional $1 million.
I do like the incentive.
So I would have the incentives on the backside, and maybe that plays to them a little bit.
At that point, it's like, Lance, you're spitting blood. We're going to have to take you out of the game. You're not taking me out of the game.
Right.
That's when it becomes a good reality show.
I got plenty of blood.
Yeah, you're
but
not
that's
taking
what
me out of the
people really
game.
want to play, though. We got these NIL guys now that, Darren Peterson is an example. Back to Kansas basketball.
So Mr. Beast idea is, I'm just going to invest $100 million. And
people are asking him to do it.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, should I do it? He's
So he's
floating
playing the game
idea.
right now,
yeah.
I would be.
You have something, Tyler? It looked like you wanted to say something.
Oh, I just think he's just.
He's
kind
playing
of
the game.
putting it out there. He's playing the game, getting a few extra followers here and there.
Yeah, I would be fascinated. I'm not going to sit and watch it, but if you told me East Carolina, or if you told me UTSA had $50 million to buy a championship, it would interest me. Just because, same reason I'm interested with Texas Tech. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. They're taking a program that probably historically is a 7-win program. Historically for Texas Tech, would you say that? 6 or 7 win program?
Yeah, 7's about right.
6 or 7 win program over their history, and they're saying, could $50 million put us with Ohio State and Alabama and Georgia and all the teams that have won championships?
I don't know about you guys. I was fascinated to see how Texas Tech would play because I think we all agreed that Joey McGuire was like a 7 or 8 win coach. And if it didn't work this year with that roster, he was probably going to be out. But when I watched them in the regular season, their defense was really dominant, but they weren't a fun watch.
Their defense was dominant, but then when they ran up in the playoffs against Oregon, they got pounded. So, I mean, I agree with you. I watched them. I'm like, that's a really good defense. Their offense is their problem, and it was a problem against Oregon, but so was their defense.
Lance, tell us about our friends at Gutter Cap.
Cap it, don't snap it. My man Chris Stewart, awaiting your call, will come out, give you a free estimate. They will clean the gutters one final time. You will never have to do it again. It's a dirty, dangerous job. Gutter Cap is a patented aluminum cover system fitting over most existing gutters. It will keep all the debris out. Only rainwater will be in it. Keep the gutters clean and free-flowing. The answer is Gutter Cap. Again, you don't want to get on the roof. You slip, you fall, you snap the neck and die. No good to the wife or kids. Cap it, don't snap it. 205-823-2212 or guttercapbirmingham.com.
And our friends at Walk-Ons, they're ready for another fun weekend. Always a good time at Walk-Ons, and every day is game day there, whether it's a post-win celebration, whether it's drinks after work, or if you're just taking the fam out for great food for lunch or dinner, they're there for you. Walk-Ons is your go-to for good times with the wall-to-wall TVs, the wall-to-wall craft beer selection, and the cocktails, bold flavors in the food, and fellow fans that love to cheer on the great happenings in sports. Don't forget the Hall of Fame level burgers. Love them. The bone-in chicken wings. I love them. Stop by today or order online. Our great locations of walk-ons over in Trussville, Greystone, and Stadium Trace. It is game on at Walk-Ons.
Follow Dunaway on Twitter and Instagram at Jim Dunaway.
We interrupt this program for breaking news from the Gators of the litigation situation. Insurance companies have a playbook. I repeat, insurance companies have a playbook. Deny, delay, defend. They know which law firms will fold and settle cheap. They are not on your side. That's corporate greed at work. At Alexander Sonara Trial Attorney, we fight back. We have the resources, the muscle, and the will to take them on. And you don't pay a dime unless we win. They fight dirty. We fight hard. Call 659-777-7777 or hit up alexwins.law.
Physical office location, Birmingham.
Sterling and the fine folks at Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster want to welcome you in for a great lunch or dinner starting at 11 a.m. every day. Chicken that's brined overnight and cooked to order, and the taste of the Delta with those Delta recipe tamales. Champy's is perfect for all your tailgating needs this football season. You can also choose Champy's for your next party, wedding, or birthday. Great food, great people. Champy's Chicken on Highway 119 in Alabaster, and everything online at champyschicken.com.
At Central State Bank, we are large enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Manage your money with ease, whether it's mobile banking, hassle-free checking, competitive loans, business solutions, or personalized financial advice. We're your hometown bank with big-time service. Visit us today and experience banking made simple, because at Central State Bank, you come first.
Member FDIC.
Storm season is here. Make sure you have a plan of action in place right now. Greg from Pell City and Storm Restoration Roofing should be your first call when storms hit. Insurance companies love working with Storm Restoration Roofing because of Greg Nelson's name and reputation in the industry. When storms hit, call Greg Nelson. He's local, 205-542-3531. He's the home of the free no-cost roof inspection. Greg from Pell City on Facebook, 205-542-3531. It's Storm Restoration Roofing. Remember the name Way to Wellness if you're battling weight loss in your life. I'm Jim Dunaway from the Next Round. There was a time I was over 216 pounds until Way to Wellness helped me lose 45 pounds, and now for over 2 years, they've helped me keep that weight off. Here's their website, aplanforme.com, aplanforme.com. That's a great name for a website because there's no cookie-cutter plan. Everything is designed specifically for you. No contract, no sign-up fees, and your first consultation is free at Way to Wellness.
Stop by the New York Butcher Shop and pick up the finest in certified Angus prime beef steaks and burgers, premium pork chops, ribs, and all-natural chicken cut to order just for you. Their chef-prepared entrees and side dishes are the perfect dinner-to-go choice for your family and are ready to heat at home. With a great selection of fine wines and desserts, the New York Butcher Shop is your one-stop dinner shop. 2 locations to serve you, Cahaba Heights and on Highway 119 in Greystone. The New York Butcher Shop, rare quality, well-done service.
Hey, there's nothing worse than waking up to a plumbing problem. Don't get caught in a flooded house. Call the guys at Hemp Hill Services. Adam, Chad, and the team at Hemp Hill are the only ones I trust to fix it and fix it right the first time. Hemp Hill Services does it right and always at a fair price. For all of your plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, trust the name that Birmingham has trusted since 1954. That is Hemp Hill Services. Call now, 205-229-2090. That's 205-229-2090.
It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. The Bojangles Chicken Rice Bowl is back. Get dirty rice, slow-cooked Cajun pintos, cheese, and your choice of chicken for just $7.49. But order now. It's only here for a limited time. It's bow time.
Final segment of the show today being brought to you in part by our friends at CPAP Plus. Before LT tells us about CPAP Plus and Sleep Home Alabama, there's been one NBA rookie that's been rocking teams to sleep with his three-point shot.
This is what blows me away. And one of the reasons I lost the bracket challenge, I had Duke winning the whole thing last year.
Yeah,
and
Knipple's that guy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I still can't get it out of my mind how good Knipple is. Like, he does not miss. Absolutely doesn't miss. And then you look at Cooper Flagg dominating the NBA. How those two guys together at the collegiate level couldn't win a national championship.
I've heard you say this to multiple people. Like, we praise the job John Shire has done replacing Coach K, but I've heard Lance say to multiple people how that team with Knipple and Cooper Flagg couldn't win a national championship.
I mean, if you ask Stephen Pearl and Nate Oates, just taking it locally right now, if I give you these two guys right now, do you think you win a national championship? I think both would say absolutely.
Yeah.
Knipple set a rookie record with his 209th three-pointer, a rookie record with 22 games still to play. That's how he's been shooting it. CPAP Plus brings you part of the show.
Brown, I saw our man Joe O'Neill yesterday.
Yeah, I bet we were just talking about his location.
Yep. I saw Joe and his wonderful wife Jamie yesterday afternoon, and it was funny. Our buddy Jimmy was there, and he was like, I get on my CPAP. They started talking CPAP, and I was like, I looked at Sarah, who was there with us, and I was like, this is the oldest man conversation you will ever have. They literally talked CPAP for 10 minutes about the different equipments, and he was like, are you on this? No, I'm on that. I'm on this. I'm on that. Look, if you're looking for the best CPAP gear with personal service you can trust, you need to visit our friends at O'Neill Medical and CPAP Plus. 5 locations throughout Alabama with 3 right here in Birmingham, Pelham, Highway 280 in Trussville. Stop by today at CPAP Plus. You're going to find the best service and equipment all in stock ready for you with hundreds of 5-star Google reviews. Trust CPAP Plus for all of your CPAP needs. CPAP Plus, where every night matters. For more information, o'neillmed.com. That is ONEAL med.com.
Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. What you doing, Terry?
LT's Trash is presented by Bud Light.
Never gets old.
Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Weekend is here. Pick up some delicious Bud Light. So yesterday was my first day back. Do you guys want to take a guess on the number of cocktails?
Well, I know you had a glass of bourbon, Bama and bourbon.
Yep.
That's one. We just found out you had a meeting at Walk-Ons.
Yep.
So I'm going to say 2 there and then 1 at dinner. I say 4.
It's a good
Does that sound
guess. I think it's a good guess.
I had the 1 bourbon here. I had 2 Stellas at Walk-Ons, and that was it.
I only missed by 1.
Yeah.
Very good. And I was going beers at Walk-Ons.
So nothing when you got home?
Nope.
Nothing at dinner?
Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah.
Now, I will say I
Good
got involved in some wine club. I got suckered on one of these Instagram pop-ups, and I was like, this is too good to be true, so I signed up for it. So they're delivering my case of wine today, so I'm sure I'll probably get into that this weekend.
How good was that wine I used to get when I was a member of that wine club?
It's great.
Yeah.
The yours was in Napa, though, wasn't it? When you and Maggie went to Napa?
It was. It was such a great story, and that wine was good. Paid off a lot of steaks.
So the way it works here on this club is you get a case and you pay X amount for the case, and it's potluck. So once you buy it, then it sends you your different wines that you're getting, and it's really cool. And it's got
it's like
got
a
their
blind
monetary
box,
value.
Yeah.
I mean, the retail price on each bottle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so my $150 investment ended up on the bottles of wine. I think it was like $380.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I want to say, was it like Moon Valley or something like that?
I don't remember. I remember you guys went out there. You signed up for
it. It was Resolve. I think it was Resolve Winery.
So
God, it was so beautiful.
I'm not a wine drinker. What makes a bottle of wine $400?
I'm not exaggerating.
Name.
It's like you can give me different bourbons, and like you can have a Pappy out there, which a lot of bourbon snobs are like, it's not even elite with some of the others. My point is, you can give me a $30 bottle of bourbon, $200 bottle of bourbon. It's a lot closer than a $30 bottle of wine and a $200 bottle of wine. You can taste the difference. It is just velvet. It's absolutely wonderful.
Velvet.
If I could only go with one alcoholic beverage moving forward in my life, it would be red wine. Now, it would suck by the pool. It would suck on the golf course. Not that I play.
By the pool, you used Dunaway's drink. What is it you mixed with red wine this summer? The drink of the summer?
God, I forgot.
You were gonna make a.
Yeah, I
was
did
it
it one
Sprite?
time.
Red wine and Sprite.
Damn. That sounds awful.
I forget what it was one day.
It
It was
sound terrible.
But like,
The other one said it was good.
It would be difficult being at a football game. I've drank red wine one time at a football
It
game.
was red wine and ginger beer.
Ginger beer, okay.
Yeah.
Where did you get that mix?
Yeah. We made it at the house. Somebody had told us about it.
Somebody knocked a ginger
Were y'all
beer
locked in
I
and
like
like
the
out of
Moscow
rations?
Mule, but
I've never had a Moscow Mule.
Oh,
I
they're
like them a lot.
delicious.
Yeah,
You like
they're
them?
good. They're good. I can't. Much like when I get a Stella, I don't like the Stella chalice.
Yeah.
Like if I'm at a bar, I'm like, hey,
You
put
don't
it.
want it in the little.
I was like, no, way
Oh, no,
way
give me
too
the brass
pretentious.
cup.
Yeah, give me a regular pint glass. I cannot do the brass on the.
When people get Moscow Mule, it's like something you finish, then you bang on the prison bars to try to get the guard to come let you out.
Yeah. A popular version of the Moscow Mule is the red wine mule. 2 ounces of red wine, 3 to 4 ounce ginger beer, 1
Okay.
ounce lime juice.
Well, I've never had either.
And good.
Served over ice. It was
Okay.
good.
Matt.
Surprisingly, I didn't want to try it, but I did. And it ended up being good.
How about this? Matt says in the chat room, in Italy, they do red wine mixed with Coke.
I think they do red wine with everything in Italy.
I guess so.
So a ridiculous clip showing a excavator machine destroy a porta potty while a worker was inside taking care of business is now going viral. Now the viral video shows the excavator tearing into the portable toilet while the worker is inside. What appears to start as a reckless prank quickly turns into a near disaster as the digger's bucket smashes through the top of the unit, collapsing the flimsy structure around the unsuspecting man.
This was a prank?
Yeah.
Do you know
'cause,
how easily you could have killed this guy?
I mean, it did come down lower than he probably intended it to do. He needs to go to Crane U to learn how to operate that thing.
Yeah, I mean, they are lucky it didn't kill him.
I think Crane U would tell him, you might want to find a new line of
This
work.
guy
on
had
it."
to lose his job, right?
I mean, I know these guys are skilled laborers, and he could probably control that crane the way, we control a ballpoint pen. Weird comparison, but there's a pin right here in front of me.
Yeah, despite the heavy machinery flying debris, the man appears to avoid serious injuries.
But it knocks him off the toilet and then down on the ground, by the way.
There has been no clear
While his pants are
confirmation
still unbuttoned, done.
of any disciplinary action or legal consequences tied to the incident. He had to know it was coming, right?
Yeah, I think this is staged.
If he's standing up, wiping, or just taking a piss, that claw goes in the head.
If he's about to walk out the door, this kills him right here.
Yeah.
You'll notice this guy's pooping with his hard hat on.
Yeah, I'm with. I think we have stumbled across a.
But where are you going to put the hard hat?
He's already laying on the ground here.
Yeah, we have stumbled across something that has been.
Everything on the internet is fake.
It's all fake now.
Maybe that's just new employee. They're just hazing him a little bit.
Well, this is hazing for sure.
A severe technological mishap that would have ruined anyone else's day saved the life of a Brazilian man.
Tyler, stop giving us fake stuff. Is what Brown is saying. Go ahead.
I kind of like the fake stuff.
Start over. Brazilian man.
Yeah. Severe technological mishap would have ruined anyone else's day. It saved the life of a Brazilian man who was attacked by dogs on his way to work.
Well, good thing he's a Brazilian man. Didn't burn any hairs.
Ronaldo de Almada, mechanic who was walking to his garage for work on Wednesday when 2 stray dogs suddenly ran up and attacked him on the sidewalk. Now, one of the dogs lunged at his neck. Almeida moved to protect himself, causing the animal to bite his pants pocket instead, right where the smartphone was stored.
Dang, this dog's a flamethrower.
Pressure from the
dragon.
dog's teeth reportedly caused the phone's battery to explode, injuring both Almeida and the dog, scaring the animals away. Reports from the local news outlets state that he was transported to an emergency care unit, having suffered burns on his leg and fingers on one hand. Also received 8 stitches for one of the dog bites.
Tell you, I never, ever, ever, ever put my phone in my front pocket. I would have died. I am back pocket only on my phone.
I typically go front pocket.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't like it that close
I
to my
only go
balls.
front pocket.
I don't like it that close to my balls. I'm worried about that. You don't worry about having it that close to your balls?
But what are you worried about? Are you
a
going
lot
to have
of
another
times I wear
kid?
cargo pants too.
No,
so I got
know.
like big pockets.
Yeah. If
Plenty of room.
If I was going to put my phone next to my balls, Brown, I'd keep it in my sock.
No, there's got to be something going on there that's bad for your testicles. I would imagine. I'm not a doctor.
That's bad for your testicles. It blows up on your balls.
Yeah, that's terrible for your testicles. But
back left pocket for me.
Yeah, I am too. I'm always back pocket. Like there's nothing going on back there on the backside. The phone's going to bother.
What if you sit on your phone though?
I don't.
Well,
I take it out when I sit
take
down.
it out. It's the first thing I do.
Better than sitting on your balls.
Yeah, I don't want to sit on my balls either.
Always in play for me too.
But don't you worry about. There's got to be some sort of signal, radiation, something that's going to bother your testicles.
I have
there.
never worried about that.
Everything's gonna kill us.
Do you
so
worry about
I'm
credit
gonna ride it
cards
out.
near your balls?
Credit cards near my balls?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just talking about the magnetic strip or the strip on the credit card.
It's actually the only reason Brown has them.
But I'm saying, do you keep your wallet in your front pocket?
No. Well, yes, I do. But I mean, it's
You even know.
See,
Tell me the
feels
truth,
weird to
Brown.
me.
Stop, stop looking to the chat to
I
find
don't
out
have-
how you should answer that.
No, I don't have it in my front pocket right now because it's in my backpack. But I keep it in my front. I use a money clip, so I keep it in my front pocket.
Oh, okay.
Georgia Police Department is going viral after issuing a humorous warning to parents when a canned martini was reportedly found inside of a student's lunchbox. City of South Fulton Police Department shared the advisory in a social media post on February 25th, urging parents to double check what kids are bringing to school after officers received reports of alcoholic drinks mixed in with regular lunches. All caps, check the lunchbox, the department wrote, because why are we getting reports of juice boxes sitting next to Cutwater margaritas? Now, the post included a photo showing a child's lunchbox filled with snacks, including that canned Cutwater lemon drop martini. The ready-to-drink cocktail contains alcohol intended for adults. Authorities leaned into the humor throughout the message, writing, "That is not," all caps, Capri Sun. "That is not apple juice." Now, while the tone of the post was playful, officials said the message was meant as a reminder for parents during busy mornings.
Well, I did it one morning. I can't remember what it was.
That's
but
right.
We have those sparkling waters, and Maggie had bought some that looked almost exactly like that basically was like a High Noon, but it was in that type of can.
But if I say Cutwater, that sounds like a non-alcoholic drink that tastes like a martini.
It sounds like something a kid wouldn't want, right?
Well, it does. It sounds like something a kid would want. That's another issue here. But like if I didn't know anything and you're like, "Hey, Brown, I've got a martini Cutwater," I would assume that's martini flavored water.
Okay, so what's the bullshit in the back? I know Doritos. You got a Lunchable underneath the Doritos.
I too was trying to figure
Looks
out
like some grapes and then maybe an
bread?
apple.
That's an apple?
I don't know.
I thought it was 2 pieces of bread, LT, and I was like, "Where's the meat?"
That's what I
What are
thought
they,
at first
prison?
too, Jim. I thought it was like a
You know what
side
this
baguette
is?
you get at Panera.
This is mom's out of town, single dad packing the lunch.
Yeah, no doubt. The meat
Here's
is
some carbs. Here's some carbs.
The meat's in the packaging under the Doritos, right? The Lunchable. That's where the meat is.
Yeah.
that's
And
gonna be
it's
like a
not
pizza
the
Lunchable or something.
traditional Lunchable. I forgot what brand that is, but I've seen it before. But seriously, Dad popped this because he never drinks those lemon
That's
drop
right.
martinis.
Yeah, his wife's got them in the fridge. He doesn't have
Yep.
a clue what they are.
Yeah. Same thing that I did that day. So
Looks like a good
Lunchables
lunch,
underneath, Doritos, and then 2 pieces of probably some kind of sweet bread.
Yeah.
Maybe like a donut or something.
Could those be pickles?
Maybe. I know. With Dad packing it, anything is on the table at that point. Whatever is in the fridge that will fit in a Ziploc bag, you put it in there.
I love bread. I
Do
really
ya?
do. God, yes. I love.
What's your favorite kind?
I just love getting the bread when you sit down and you have
Yeah,
that
at a
olive
restaurant.
oil. And
Yeah.
Have we done Odie's yet?
As far as the commercial today?
The only reason I bring it up is Brown and I
think
were talking.
we did.
Will was
No,
like, I
it's the
forgot.
last one coming up after trash.
Well, here we go.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you about their bread and their croutons.
Yeah,
in a minute.
This will be interesting to you. Will Haver, the proprietor of Odie's, told Lance and I something we did not know.
A man accused of attacking a local restaurant owner and damaging a kitchen told deputies he was trying to stop a new strand of the COVID-19, according to the arrest report. Now, authorities say Richard Jarvis entered Pearl's Chinese restaurant on Monday, began destroying the kitchen with a shovel, causing thousands of dollars in damage. Investigators allege he struck the owner during the attack. Vanessa Trejo, who owns another business in the plaza, said she was just finished eating at the restaurant when the violence began. Quote, the guy had a shovel, he was swinging it and hitting people.
Is that
According
Mike
to Trejo.
Jarvis' son? You remember Mike Jarvis that coached at St. John's?
Could be.
Bald head and the beard like it.
Now, according to the arrest report, Jarvis told deputies, I had to destroy that restaurant. All Chinese restaurants are going to release a new strain of the COVID on July 6th. I am a prophet, and I am trying to save everyone. Now, in the aftermath, nearby businesses are increasing security precautions. Customers say their focus is on the owner's recovery. And Trejo said multiple businesses in the plaza called 911 during the attack. Jarvis now facing multiple charges, including aggravated battery, assault, and burglary. That is all I've got.
The orange chicken looks pretty good there, though. Is that orange chicken, you think?
It is orange chicken.
Boy, if you overcook that, though, it is awful.
What, orange chicken?
Yeah.
I'm more General Tso's chicken if I get something like that.
Yeah. Well, I like cooking the chicken first and then adding the sauce afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't really cook the sauce.
Chinese food is something I really like but never eat.
Really? We probably have it almost once a week.
But do you go to that joint that's got the
yeah,
burger?
the joint that's got the good burger.
Yeah,
right there
my
by me.
kids have been going to that
I get
joint.
takeout. Do they like it?
Yeah, they do
yet?
like it. I don't think they've gotten the burger, though.
Yeah, tell them to try the burger. It's good. But we get Chinese takeout from there all the time. My wife gets the sushi. She likes the sushi there. It's a good place.
I need to try this place. It's got sushi and burgers.
Oh, it's got, yeah. And your traditional Chinese fare, all the lo mein noodles and all that stuff.
All right.
Good stuff. That is Trash Today, brought to you by Bud Light. The show today being brought to you as well by our friends at Odie's.
So Wednesday night, we're sitting there, and Will gets there, and he's like, I haven't eaten tonight. I was like, get some of your croutons. They're awesome. And the next thing you know, they bring him a little cup of the croutons.
And with ranch, he's dipping them in ranch and eating them.
Dipping
you like
them in
that
the
ranch. You like Odie's ranch.
Best ranch in town.
Yeah.
I think it's the best croutons. And then he told us this story about the croutons.
That he buys his bread daily from Continental Bakery. The bread they use for their salads.
A loaf of French bread.
A loaf of French bread. Every single day from Continental Bakery in Mountain Brook, which is local, helping local, which I like.
That's what Will does.
Yeah, that's what Will does. That's what Odie's. And then the day old, so all the bread they don't use that day, they chop up and make their croutons out of it the next day. So literally fresh made croutons, which you probably don't get a whole lot of. And they are good.
One of the creations of Rodney Davis, been doing great food for 4 decades now. Stop in for big time lunch or dinner, either location. The newest right there in Edgewood. Crestline is the original ice cold beer buckets full of the Bud Light. A great place to watch all of your college basketball all weekend long. Live music tonight and tomorrow night at both locations. Stop in, see Will Haver and that great staff. Birmingham Institution, it's Odie Stavert.
Kevin, who watches our show, sends me an AL.com article. There are 8 Alabama counties that recorded registrations of more Auburn college license plates than Alabama in the fiscal 2025 year, and it's the map that you would expect. It's all surrounding Auburn.
Yeah.
And the rest of the state had more Alabama license plates than Auburn.
So I saw
Vestavia could do it too, right?
They should be able to, but surprisingly, the Jefferson-Shelby County area doesn't have the Auburn influence that I thought they would have. I would like you. I would think they'd be more
I
Auburn.
was just saying that one little spot. I think overall Jefferson County, Shelby County is majority Alabama, not even close.
So I did the math on this because I saw this article earlier, and I thought, we always talk about what are the percentages. Alabama fans, Auburn fans. Do you think this is – I know how many license plates have been sold. Do you think this is a good way of doing the state percentage?
I do not.
Okay. Jim is out. Lance, would you like to participate?
Yeah, I mean, why would it? I mean, I think
Jim not going to participate.
You asked me a question. I'm saying I do not.
Well, do you think merchandise is a good?
I do not.
There were two.
How do you know? So what
so,
is?
So how do we do this then?
You just got your own meter.
You actually do a census, and people tell you they do studies.
Joseph
people
and Mary,
tell you
Joseph and Mary are going to have to bring the donkey.
Brown, I mean, this is pretty consistent, I would assume, with people getting license plates and jerseys. And
well, there's 206,000 Alabama and Auburn license plates in the state of Alabama. I don't know how many cars will be in the state of Alabama. We've got, 4.5 million residents?
Okay, I've always said it's 70-30.
Well, I would tell you that some people, before you tell me, Brownie, there are some people who would consider having an Auburn or an Alabama license plate as not something they wouldn't want on their car.
No, there's no doubt. But the same amount of Alabama people are the same amount of Auburn people that just don't like that kind of thing. But I think this balances out still with percentage numbers. How many is it total?
I think Auburn, there are some Auburn people who would tell you that more Auburn people would choose not to have Auburn on their tags.
Oh, I think it'd go the other way.
Yeah. I think Auburn fans wear as much gear as Alabama fans. What is the number?
Okay, so the total number of plates, 206,823.
Okay,
I've got the percentage breakout of Alabama versus Auburn statewide.
Okay, I would think that this is going to be about 140,000 Alabama plates.
You're close, 121,000. Auburn, 85,000 and some change on both these, which the numbers tell you 58% Alabama, 42% Auburn. 60-40, I think, is the right number. I think that's about right.
That seems low to me, but
typical Alabama. It's 58-42. It's not 60-40. Why'd you round that way?
Oh, you don't even believe the math.
Yeah.
Don't jump on me.
The last study that was done that I know of was way back in the 90s, and it was about that big of a difference. But there, in fact, there were a lot of people in the Birmingham area that were Tennessee fans, that were Georgia fans, that were LSU fans, and so
it's a melting pot.
It doesn't get to be 100% of Alabama and Auburn. A lot of Alabama A&M, Alabama States, Samfords, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean that is if we're showing a pie graph,
Yeah.
that's like 2%.
Yeah. But that was about the Alabama-Auburn breakdown differences, and that was back in the 90s. I think Auburn's a lot closer now than it was.
It may be, but I mean, just on the license plate, 58-42 is about the way I view this state.
You think it's closer than 58-42?
I think that's about right.
I mean, 58-42, if you tell me that, then it is closing the gap.
Yeah.
That's a lot closer than I've ever seen.
I think the gap has closed. I would agree with Jim.
Yeah.
I think the gap has closed.
I'd probably put it at 55-45.
There is no way.
Well, I love how
I know you like to placate to your Auburn guys.
No, I'm telling you, I believe
there is no way.
We do this all the time on the show that we argue about these things.
Our friend Jimmy's got 2 daughters. Where did they go to school?
One went to Auburn, one went to Alabama.
He's as hardcore Alabama as they come.
And, and he's in an area where they used to go almost 80% Alabama.
Okay, but he went to Alabama. His wife went to Alabama. One, so 75% went to Alabama.
But that's why the gap is closing.
The gap is.
But they went to Vestavia. I agree. I think Vestavia is probably 50-50 or more.
But
that's my point.
Yeah, but it wasn't a decade ago.
Oh, I don't know.
Would y'all like to know the breakdown of Jefferson County?
Yeah. Oh, can you do it county by county?
It's on the state government's website. This is where AL.com pulled it from.
Okay. Yeah.
So Jefferson County, 13,465 University of Alabama Tuscaloosa tags. Auburn tags. Let me scroll back up here.
First of all, I'm offended that you said University of Alabama Tuscaloosa.
Sure
well, it's broken down that way.
I'm sure that's the way it was written.
But you don't have to say that.
There's no need to add the Tuscaloosa.
Jim, I went to school there.
So. I know.
9,549 for 9,549 for Auburn.
I mean, that's 13,000.
There's also Auburn University at Montgomery. Should I specify
no,
there?
we don't need that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's about the same
Can
breakdown.
you do Shelby County? Can you quickly do Shelby County?
Give me a second.
Yeah, because that's 13,000 to 9,000 in Jefferson, which, by the way, is a little bit closer than I thought Jefferson would be.
But again, the reason why we don't use this kind of stuff to do this kind of study is there are some people who are not going to want to pay $55 extra.
Some don't
to get this right.
No, but some don't. But I think that's going to balance out on either side.
That's what I think.
When you get this many plates, we're talking about 206,000 plates statewide. I think the balance of people that get other plates to help other causes or just don't want to pay more for a plate is going to be the same on both sides.
Example, like a personalized, I would never in my life have a personalized tag. But I guarantee you the percentages are about the same of Alabama and Auburn fans that have personalized tags.
A lot closer in Shelby County. Actually, more Auburn tags in Shelby County than in Jefferson
surprising
County.
To me.
There's only about 1,000 difference. It's about 7,500 Alabama and Shelby and 6,700.
So that means your 2 biggest counties in the state of Alabama, 2 most populous counties, I believe, are Jefferson and Shelby. It's almost a tie. I mean, it's within a couple thousand of being a tie. That's pretty interesting. 58-42, I think, is a pretty good representation, in my opinion.
Huntsville.
You're going to have to go Madison County there.
Madison County.
Yeah, Madison County.
Brooks, I'm so disappointed you didn't know that was Madison County.
Y'all remember?
I know they're 47 on the license plate.
That's right.
I know that.
That's right.
Yeah. I didn't know it was Madison County either. I've lived here my whole life.
You didn't know Huntsville was Madison County?
Yeah. I knew there was Madison County somewhere.
That was one of the funniest takeaways from our triple box in the Auburn game, which got brought up to me again Sunday, by the way. The Auburn triple box game.
Pretty close there, too.
On TV was when Lance asked about the rocket that was neither in Madison County or something. We were talking to the Madison County guy.
Hey, man, we had to kill time.
I know we did.
Josh just writes in 90% of his Alabama friends' kids go to Auburn.
It's closer than it's ever been because of that. All right, what's Madison?
7,300 for UA, and it was 5,800 for Auburn. Did want to point out, too, there was actually one county that had the most tags for a school that was not Alabama or Auburn, and that was Pike County, where
Troy.
Oh, how about that? Look at the Trojans.
Hey, how about me getting Troy in Pike County?
Pike County.
But Pike County Road, not in Pike County.
Yeah, Pike Road is just outside of Montgomery, right?
Not in between Montgomery and Auburn. All right, that's our show today. We're back with you tomorrow. Back with you on Monday, 9 a.m. Central Time. Don't forget, a new Bama and Bourbon is out. It's been out less than 24 hours. You can go hear Aaron Suttles and Lance talk everything Alabama athletics. A new Last Call is out for you. You can go get that from Mick and Jake. Right now, Tyler is showing you TNR clips where you can get a lot of fun graphics over there. Sorsby's lawsuit shocker. You should have just AI'd him holding up 3 fingers. Auburn's defense
vanished.
who wins next. All those type of clips are up there. It's part of our YouTube family, separate site, but you can go to our YouTube channel and find a link there. Like and subscribe over there. That'll help Tyler out. And a new, are you ready to unveil the name? First ever next week.
Roll with it, Tyler. Tyler came up with it. I think it's great.
All right. So I was going through a couple of different names, and I thought, let's go with The Next Reel.
The Next Reel.
I love it. REEL. I love it.
Yeah, I like it.
Almost writes itself, man. Yeah. That circular logo.
Yep.
That Rockstar's wife came up with it works everywhere, doesn't it?
That will be.
Y'all got your money's worth out of
we
that.
We did, yes, very much so.
A new show on Monday. We have no idea what it's going to look like, sound like, and what it's going to be about.
But I trust you too. I trust you too.
Yep, I'll work on the sort of rundown this weekend.
All right.
I bet it involves you going to a movie this weekend.
I bet it does.
Yeah. Tyler just got a tax write-off on his movie tickets.
Yeah. All right, until next time, God bless you, God bless America.